support, to get involved and create some new favourite pieces. That is coming up for you later as well. DVDs at 7, okay? We'll do the workshop later. We have got kits galore for you tonight, and the wonderful Mel will be making. As well as that, don't forget, it is Valentine's Day. And because of that, we are giving you the Love from JM giveaway, whereby if you spend over £20, you will have a free gift in your what are we saying? In your order, that's the word. Yeah, with your order. Some of these are what you could get your hands on in there: tanzanite, labradorite, ruby, so much more. I have also got for you tonight some real treasures, which would definitely be a way of adding something special to your collection. First one, morganite. Not just that, I've also got coming up for you tonight my favourite cut ever. Look how incredibly expensive they look together. The morganite is on its way in this hour. I've got the amethyst coming up for you in the 8 o'clock hour. I've got blue sheen blue sheen labradorite as well coming up for you in this hour. I've got chrysocolla and so much more, as well as your DVD, which I am so over the moonly excited about. I have got oodles to get in, but I am going to dive on in for you now, if I may. I'm going to get started with a snapshot of history. Have you ever been interested in fossils? When you were younger,
yeah.
And even now?
Yes.
I say when you were younger, but it's one of those things, isn't it, that I think you get a penchant for and then you keep it forever. That is what these are.
Oh my gosh.
Aren't these incredible?
Beautiful.
So this is a stone whereby, generally a silica-based substance, it can sometimes be like quartz agates can get in there, jaspers can as well. And what they do is they will fill a void whereby a creature used to lay. And what they do is the jasper essentially won't break down as quickly as a lot of the fossils. So it means that you get this complete and absolute snapshot. I know it almost looks like they've been drawn on, but they haven't. That is completely and absolutely the real patination. The dye has been applied to give the body colour a bit more darkness so that you can actually see the detail slightly more, because otherwise it can sort of fade into the background. But all of this is absolutely and completely the real deal. It's £35 usually, but I just want to say I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 on my strand, 11 talking points, 11 focal pieces, 11 things to inspire you for just £19.95. Now, you know and I know, if you've ever been into like a museum shop or even a mineral shop, you can be paying that kind of price point for singular fossil pieces, fossil gemstones. I think this is just magic. And hey, could you recreate this kind of feeling with felt?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah. Oh, Sue's messaged in. Really looking forward to the DVD. Mel, best of luck with your first.
Oh, thank you, Sue.
Isn't that so lovely, Sue? Thank you so much. Lovely Paul, who's our director at the moment, he filmed it and he's just gone, it is very, very good. And it really, really is. Hi, Bexa crew. Happy Valentine's Day, all. Oh, a massive smooch there for you as well. Yeah, a smooch. I don't always smooch on a Valentine's Day, but I'm gonna with Sue. Sounded weird. I hope you're having a lovely evening, I really do. Well done, everyone. Okay, folks, let's move on to, don't mind if I do, red garnet. Garnet, a very intense and rich gemstone in this instance. Do you know what I love about garnet that we don't always talk about? Garnet itself is like an umbrella term, a little bit like jade is. Jade is an umbrella term, garnet is an umbrella term. I have got for you now a very rich and intense garnet. If I were to guess this, and obviously I'd have to look into it, I'd be calling this the almandine kind of variety of garnet. And it's that intensity. Now, if you want the intensity, that's the species or the variety of garnet that you look for. And it gives you this really rich, deep pomegranate red. And remember, when we think of garnet, we think of pomegranate anyway, don't we? Hence the sort of name of this. It's got that intensity, it's got that depth to it. It's a really sort of rambunctious garnet that we've got here for you. So literally just 2 in a pair of earrings and you're done. It's big and bold enough, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
I love this strand because of that intensity of colour. If you do fancy grabbing it, 9mm, which is a nice unusual size, and it is just $12.95. It's coming in for you. If you want to grab it, you know what to do. Info's at the bottom of your screen, JewelleryMaker.com if you want to get us on the web. And whilst you're there, why not send a message to the studio? Maybe you want to let us know that your partner's rolling of that roulade is absolutely beautiful. Maybe you want to let your other half know that that steak they cooked was delicious, but it's not as half as delicious as they are. Maybe you'd like to send out love to your 4-legged pal, your fluff baby who's always there ready for a snuggle. Do feel free to get in touch. We'd love to pass those messages on. Maybe you're spending Valentine's Day with you, yourself and I, which, let's face it, is a brilliant, brilliant person. And maybe you yourself are going to be treating yourself to a little Valentine's Day gift, maybe the workshop, maybe the DVD. Feel free to let us know. Kaylee's in. Hello, my love. Katie says, hi, lovely Becky, Mel, and JM crew. Happy Valentine's Day to all. It's my mum's birthday today too. Looking forward to Mel's pieces. They look incredible.
Yeah, well, thank you.
What a treat that is. Happy birthday, as always, to your gorgeous mum. I hope she has had a brilliant day and she's been thoroughly spoiled. And also, oh my goodness, these pieces, they're incredible, aren't they, Kaylee? Kaylee's got an eye for jewellery. She loves the jewellery, does our Kaylee? Thank you for that message, Kaylee. You're a love. DVD launch, 7 o'clock. Workshop launch is coming up for you shortly after that. And I promise you it's going to make you smile. Let me bring to you your blue crazy agate. What springs to mind when you look at this, please, Mel?
Holidays.
Yeah, yeah. Where are we saying? Skegness? Or
Um,
more...
I think somewhere a little bit warmer.
More exotic, maybe.
Yeah.
A bit more exotic. Yeah, these have definitely got those sort of curacao colours about them, haven't they? Or maybe even the Bahamas. £14.95 to have an escape or have a feeling of an escape to the Bahamas. It's good at half the price, isn't it? Twice the price, that's the way. $9.95 for you today. We will just let you know that the workshop is it on pre-order? It's not on pre-order, but the date is there for you to check your dates. If they call with that code, can they not buy it then? Yeah, you can. So it is like it's on pre-order, but it's not on pre-order. But it is, but it isn't. 22nd of March, check your diary, because I'm promising you this. Say you've never, ever, ever done felting before and you don't know if it's for you, okay? This workshop is such good value for money, not only for the actual value of it, but also for the information you're going to get from it, that it's going to be better for you to go on the workshop just to give it a go than it will be to, you know, maybe get all the oomph and bump and go, oh, is it for me, is it not? It is definitely one to get involved with. Even if you've been doing it for ages, there'll be techniques that we haven't, you know, maybe you haven't tried out before. We are going to be talking more about that at 7:30. $9.95, nice work. Okay, let's go for some cabochons now, shall we? Look at these ones. Cabochons in natural form are an unusual treasure to see. And the thing is, I think before maybe you find JewelleryMaker or find your passion for gemstones, you may well think that all gemstones are the real deal and natural, but not the case. Howlite in particular will be treated. A lot of the time it will be dyed because of how it has that comparison within the texture on its surface to that of turquoise. To be able to own it naturally, I believe, is beautiful, because I personally love the fact that I can wear this wherever you want. I can wear this, you know, out and about. I can, you know, have this on a neckline piece. I could wear this outside when it's raining if I wanted to, and I wouldn't have to worry about any, you know, sort of dye coming from it. It's entirely natural. It is only $24.95 for 190 carats worth of your howlite. Entirely natural, all the way from the USA. It's got real character, hasn't it?
Oh, I love the howlite. I think some of the seed beaders, I think, could bezel around it, and it just looks stunning.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Love that idea. $24.95. 5. Let's go to bring you some chalcedony now. These are dramatic pieces, to say the least. So let's have a little nosy at them one at a time. I like this shape because I think it really offers to you something a little bit different in your design. So if I go across these, you'll be able to see you're getting that really angular detail with each and every one of them that really does turn heads, doesn't it? It's a completely natural stone, which is why you will get moments in here that are a slightly different colour to that blue. That's natural, that's normal. A lot of places will maybe take that out and treat that, but I really like that natural form of it because you can prove that it's a genuine gemstone, can't you? We're bringing to you today this individual unique stone with moments of internal druzy, which is interesting. Let's take it under 20, says Wayne. Don't mean by a 5p. Let's do it. Your price today, £17.95 for you. And that is for your entirely naturally chalcedony, or chalcedony as some people call it. It's kind of, you know, 6 of one and half a dozen of the other, as they say. It's up to you how you pronounce it. People will understand either way. We have got for you £17.95 on that one today. Beautiful colours. Actually, one of your kits has got similar colours to this tonight, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You are going to adore the kit because the kits are going to help you out with the DVD, but you can get the kits by themselves, and you can also get the kits and give it a go and then take them to the workshop with you and, you know, chat to Mel about the pieces. And do you know what I will say? These kits are really cool today because they've got elements within them that you could use with your resin, your cerulean, and so much more. It's a really cool set of kits. £17.95. Okay. Oh, ametrine. Not long now until that morganite, don't forget. Let me bring you some ametrine cabs. It's interesting because when we talk about ametrine, more often than not, we'll just talk about colour, won't we? We'll just talk about that interesting split of amethyst and citrine all locked in one stone. But actually, one thing to mention about it is actually one of the most difficult mining stories that there is around. So where this is mined in, you know, this one location, when you're going to this mining region, it's not just a case of, you know, you and I, you know, grabbing the train to work or whatever it might be. Actually, where this sits is so out in the middle of nowhere. You either have to take a plane there, and even once you take a plane there, it's still a day trek, or you have to take a boat, and that boat journey can last around about 3 to 4 days, and then there's another long 2 or 3 days walk. This is a serious remote mining area, and so the people who go to mine this really do mine this because their love of the stone, and also the fact that they get paid, you know, to collect something which is really beneficial to their family. We are bringing to you that snapshot of something very unique and different today for £24.95 usually. But I've got a fair few treats coming up for you tonight that I think you might want to pair with it. So why not? Let's put more money back in your pocket. Right, I want you to start working out how much you're saving yourself in the next couple of hours, okay? Because I want you to be able to get to this workshop because it is honestly, oh, we'll tell you more about it later, but you're going to love it. Angela's in. Hi, Becky, Mel and team. My wonderful hubby painted our kitchen today and putting in a brand new oven tomorrow. My hero, Angela! Swoon away, my love. Painting the kitchen and he's going to be installing an oven. I mean, that's what you need. Say to him he's an absolute doll. And we all think it, don't we, Dan?
Yes.
Yeah, absolute doll. What a love. Do you know what? Send him round ours. I've got a few things wrong with my kitchen, to be honest. Hello, this is from Lamont. Hello, Lamont. Amazing name. Happy Valentine's Day, Jewellery Maker. Becky Redican rocks and Mel Green rocks. Oh, hello, wonderful. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day to you as well. I hope you are having a magical day, my love. We have got so many goodies and so many treats to make you smile today, including the DVD launch. This is going to definitely raise some smiles, I am sure, as well as that giveaway. God, I love that giveaway. How do you feel about Opal? You a fan?
It's my favourite.
That's why I asked. How do you feel about it in this strand? Isn't that brilliant?
Oh,
Get ready to feast your eyes. This is very special. What do you think?
It's so unusual.
Don't you appreciate how not only you've got the opal and the chalcedony naturally forming within one another, but also the fact that what we've done here is we haven't hampered these at all by cutting them into small pieces. We have given you a true indulgence of that form. I love how on these, each and every one of them could be a painting. I don't know if you saw the other day, but the piece of artwork, David Hockney piece of artwork sold. It's called The Splash. I don't know if you saw it, but it's one of his very famous sort of pool side pictures, and it is literally of sort of someone diving into the water, and it sold at auction for, I think it was 23.1 million. Anyway, the colours that it has in there are so similar to this. Mother Nature's artwork, not a brushstroke in sight. Bringing to you 45 carats of genuine opal and real chalcedony for just £19.95. What would you do with this? Would you just go for one on a long line necklace? Or maybe you'd go for a pair of earrings. You know, I love that sort of genre. Actually, how cool is that if you look at the either side? They're very similar actually on those ones, aren't they? That'd be a cool pair of earrings. What about if you're going to be doing cufflinks or something? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm just drawn to this one in the centre here.
Tell me why.
Just looks like a 360-degree landscape as you twist it round. It is incredible, but I would have that on a long lariat style. Just so that I could twist it and look at it.
I absolutely agree with you. Speaking of things to have a little look at, by the way, if you are on Instagram, remember Rebecca Redican Instagram, I have just put up on my story a few sneaky pictures of Mel's work, so do feel free to have a nosy. If you've just tuned in, obviously we can't show you it at all times. 1995, well done. Okie pokey, how's about I bring to you? Really? Wow, lava kite. I have not seen lava kite in quite some time. What about you? What do you think of those little flashes underneath the surface? Magical, isn't it? That is completely and absolutely natural effect. It's due to the way in which the gemstone bounces light internally. I always describe it a little bit like skimming a stone. Skim a stone across water. I don't know if you can you? I can't skim stones, can you? Can you, Dan?
Yeah.
Can you? Is there a skill to it?
Yeah, just sort of throw it quite low.
Throw it quite low.
Yeah.
All right, good tip. But yeah, if you imagine being able to skim a stone and the way that it sort of scatters, that's what the stone essentially does to the light, which is why you get this almost mermaidial shimmer underneath the surface. It is just £14.95 for you today. It is a Norwegian natural lava kite. What do you think? It is absolutely astonishing, isn't it? Oh,
it's mesmerising, isn't it?
It really is,
It just draws you in.
And it's not as, oh, look at me, as Labradorite, is it? It's a little bit more subdued. Would that be my impression of Labradorite? Possibly. Possibly. Oh, look at me! Oh, did you see that? No, you didn't. Yes, you did. That'd be probably it. £14.95, well done. Let me bring you something that will go with absolutely everything now. I love clear quartz, especially when it is as gargantuan as this. Clear quartz is sometimes known as optical quartz, and that's because in ancient times they were essentially used as as by opticians in an optical form, because it bounces light and it magnifies everything that is around it. So if I just hold that still for you, well, as still as it will. You see me, I'm upside down. Oh yeah. Let me show. See how it takes on the colours? So that means that whatever you pair with it, because obviously these are this size, and this is just one of those free gifts you might get today. Spend over £20, free gift. Oh yeah. But there you are. See how gargantuan that makes them look? It's magical, isn't it? Takes on every colour, and because of that, it's going to go with absolutely everything. This for me is one of those stash topper-uppers that everybody needs. £14.95. It's like having milk in the fridge. It's like having bread in the cupboard. It's like having, you know, sugar in the pantry. It's an essential. It's an absolute must. It's one of those things that, you know, when you run out, you kick yourself a little bit. What do you love about these clear quartz, please?
Just the fact you can play with the different colours of threads or wires.
Yeah.
I'd love to use different coloured wires and rosary link.
Yeah.
So that each one has a different colour coming through the middle of it.
Oh, sorry, Wayne's just gone. Why not? Why not? Let's do another little price discount. Let's do it. £9.95 for you today. And don't forget, with stones like this, you can always pair them with the likes of, you know, imagine that these were pendants. You could always have these kind of as the drape line, because look how they take on those colours. It's fabulous, isn't it? These colours and these kits, with so much more than just felting them, are on their way. And also, if you've never done felting before, I've got a DVD on its way. I've got the tools you need, but also I've got some elements for you within the kits, or sometimes excluding the kits, that you can use for loads of different mediums too. Oh, Becky, you're still mad as a box of frogs. Great fun. Do you know what? I'm thinking back now. I have been wholeheartedly normal today, haven't I, Dan? I can't think of anything I've said that's slightly off the cusp. Does that make sense? Why did I say it like that? Off the cusp. Do you know, Deborah? I know what you mean, my love. I know what you mean now. Great fun. Looking very glam. Are you going out for Valentine's? No. No, I'm going back to my hotel. Might play a bit of Sims on my laptop. I know, I'm wild. Mel, can't wait for your DVD. Looks fab, says Deborah.
Oh, thank you.
Deborah, we're sending you absolutely loads and loads and loads of love. You're such a sweetheart. You really, really do. I wish you could hear my talk back right now. I want to tell you what was said. Carrie just said, I wonder if our customers watch Becky at home and think that she just puts on the weirdness for on air. Or actually, that they do know she's this weird all the time. And I thank you for that. I thank you. Oh no, I'm taking it as a compliment. Yeah. Oh no, I don't fake this weirdness, is basically what you've just said. She doesn't fake being a complete oddbod. I love the term as mad as a box of frogs.
Yeah.
Imagine a box of frogs. That's just ridiculous, isn't it? What's weirder than a box of frogs? A barrel of cod, maybe. Anyway, £9.95. I feel like I'm going off topic. Do you know what? What a brilliant thing to draw my attention back. This is going to make you smile from ear to ear. Now, this is going to be a bit of an on and gone, but I'm thinking tonight is the time to treat yourself, or to treat a loved one, or to treat a best friend. Because come on, it's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day isn't just about, you know, the people that you know, is your partner or whatever. It could be about treating yourself because you know what, you deserve it. Or it could be about maybe treating one of your friends who just perks up your day. And we have definitely got those treats, not only with a brand new DVD, but also we're launching a brand new workshop. I know I keep going on about value for money, but it is going to shock you, genuinely. We have got all of that to come. We've also got a gem that has a connection coming up right now to eternal love. And most certainly when you see it, you'll understand why. It is something very special on its way. And that is what we're going to be doing now. It's a Steve Super Saver! Play, press it, yeah. Good. Seamless. No one even noticed, did they? We are bringing to you limited stock. I've got less than 20 of these, but check out the quality. What do you look for in Morganite? Is it glow? Is it intensity of colour? Is it sparkle? Which is the number one for you? And ask yourself this, do you have it on this strand? Because I think the colour is. This is absolutely bonkers, isn't it? I just love this strand. It's everything you were taught to look for in a stone, and not just any stone, a beautiful morganite. We are bringing to you the luxury, the decadence that is connotated with morganite. We all know, you know, that morganite has those connotations with love. It's one of those stones that we know it has that connection with love. And in all honesty, I am well aware that when we bring you quality like this, it is generally a considered price point, but I know that you understand that at home as well. I know that you're watching now and you're not going to begrudge paying £80 for the final 20. But if you don't have to, let's not. We are giving you a super saver now. You know the drill with a super saver. It's grab it and run. Get the swag bag, put on your goggles, I don't know why goggles, your goggles, and leg it. 2842. Get involved right now. 0800 644 655. Press 1 to speak to a person and make your order. Or join us at JewelleryMaker.com, or you can tap the app if you wish. It is, it's absolutely busy as a bee in summer out there. Hello, welcome Susan. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. Hi Sean, how are you? I've got Melissa in, I've got a Suzanne, I've got two Suzannes in, well and never. I've got Marie in with us, hello to you. I've got a collector in Leicester in too. I will let you know, my quantity now stands under 10. I've got under 10 of these now available. Half the stock has gone. This is an £80 strand. It has sold at an £80 strand. It has been enjoyed at an £80 strand. In fact, how many of these were sold when it was $79.95 on launch? Over 60. I've got less than 20. 2842. I've got 3 left, in fact, now. 3 left. It is fastest finger first. And whilst you're there, do you mind if I show it you with ovals of morganite on their way? Bit more sort of depth to these, if that's your thing. And also, let me show it you with, I haven't showed you this yet, but I just can't not. I was sort of looking at Dan whilst I was singing that, which did make it a bit weird. Well done, everyone. That is over-allocated dramatically. Let me bring you more goodies, and I have got more super savers coming up in this hour. Let me bring to you now February's birthstone. Now, it's my birthday at the end of this month, and I am very, 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 very much hoping to get some amethyst, because it's one of those things. It's my birthstone. It's my favourite colour. I can't help but just always want more of it in my collection. And do you know what? What's interesting is when I do gravitate towards an amethyst, I tend to gravitate to those that may well be described as sort of really avant-garde-ly cuts, such as these ones coming up later, or I'll go for really ditty ones. So I don't really have any huge head-turning pieces like this in my collection, but they really are head-turning, aren't they? What would you do with something like this, Mel?
I think I'd have to make a ring.
Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah, I think they'd be stunning as a ring. And I don't know, again, necklace. I don't tend to wear a lot of big chunky things, but I've sort of been keeping an eye out at other people's fashions and things, and yeah.
Chunky neckline collars are a big one for 2020, so this is a great one, especially at just £9.95 today. That is such a good deal. It really is just next level, excitingly intense for its look and its size. And that means that if you do just want to do one of these by itself, you can, but why not go whole hog? They absolutely take your breath away, don't they? Huge pieces, dramatic designs, £9.95 for you today. Also, they go quite nicely with some of the colours in the kit later on. Oh, you're going to love these kits. I kid you not, you're going to. You're going to love the DVD too. Do you have a little snoop at the DVD? Just a little one. Here's a little snoop. And then, whoop, woo, there you are. I show you no more. So they are on the way. The kits for the DVD on their way for you too. £9.95 for you today. And that is for 450 carats worth. I have got some real treasures coming up as well. Here's one I haven't shown you before. I like them together. What do you think of them together, please,
Yeah.
Mel?
Yeah. That reminds me of not daffodils, tulips, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Are your daffs out yet?
There are some.
Yeah, mine too.
I was really shocked.
Yeah. I mean, they're a bit scrawny. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to sort of, you know, shame my lovely daffodils. They're beautiful. They are a bit scrawny, but they are out. I need that last bit. Just only dogs could hear that. Sorry if anyone's window shattered. That DVD. I know. It's coming up. It's not far off, I promise you. Well worth the wait. And genuinely the workshop. Okay, let's go. Say again. That's what I thought you said. Like Druzy. Do you know what? It's Valentine's Day. I'm going to say it. There's something a bit sexy about these. Yeah. I absolutely love the intensity of this strand. Isn't it magical? Yeah. What's your favourite thing about this strand, please?
Oh, I love black for starters. And it's the mystical side of it. It's, I don't know, it sort of,
look at that.
Sort of draws you into possibly little worlds inside them.
Yes, that's such a good way of putting
comes
it.
Out.
Let me just hold this here for you and give it a little shimmy. And will you be able to see those sort of worlds that you're talking about inside?
You said that it's magical. Is magic how it forms?
Does it form via magic?
Yeah. Or is there a
Do you believe that Mother Nature is magical, Dan?
Yes.
Well, then you've answered your own question. There you are. £9.95 for you today. Question. Really? Oh, well, I did not know that. You get two. Mel, you get two. You get two. Oh, well, that is amazing. 2 strands.
For that price, yeah.
That's incredible. 2 strands. So how much is that per strand then? $4.97-ish? That's astonishing, isn't it? You've got to get your hands on it whilst you can. That is beautiful. And let me show you with. What time is this one coming up, Wayne? Remind me.
I know. I'd love to
9
put
o'clock?
some of the little gold spacer beads in between.
I love that.
I think that would.
That's going to look very expensive.
Yeah.
Black and gold together, don't mind if I do.
Yes.
That's coming up for you in the 9 o'clock. It's a super saver. Let me bring to you a bit of a bead scoop strand now. I love a bead scoop strand because it really does keep you on your toes. You don't know exactly what stones you're going to get, but you do know in this instance they are going to have that beautiful triangular facet on the 5 to 7 mil round shape. I think this really nods towards that true geometric effect. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. We're dropping the price. That's a great deal. I've never seen us do a bead scoop strand for that price, ever. Wayne has got his Danny Dyer voice on, that's how you know. Wakey, wakey, roll up, get out of my pub and all that. He's doing it. $4.95 for you. It should not be that low in price at all, but it absolutely is today.
I'd love to have a go at doing beady bead.
For anyone who's new, tell us what a beady bead is.
It's a group of at least 12 beads, isn't it? Stones that you link together to create a bigger bead.
Yeah. And would you do different colours, or would you pick all the same ones
random.
out? Would you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
idea.
Looking at that, it'd be really interesting to see what a beady bead would look like.
I love that idea. And it's a really simplistic technique. The beaded bead technique is taught on JewelleryMaker.com. If you have a look on there, scroll to the bottom, you have a little look on tutorials, you should be able to find it in there. There's a wealth of knowledge there. $4.95 for you today. These would be gorgeous as well with some of the colours we've got coming up in the DVD. You know, like in the robin design, there's a few colours you could pick out there. There's some blues maybe for the hair design, isn't there? There's some of those orange hues coming in for the flowers in the butterfly look. They're fab, aren't they? So exciting. My director's going, I don't even understand how you do that. It's amazing, isn't it? Can I show you one thing that I think is really, really cool too? Let me show you these. So these ones, have you seen that not all of them are flat? So these ones here are, let me turn this on at the bottom to the side. How gorgeous is that? Isn't that amazing? Kerry, it's such a good point to make. How do you start with a ball of felt and then end up with, like, the giraffe? Isn't that amazing? Oh,
You did look a little bit diplodocus to begin with.
No, you've nailed the giraffe
But,
now, you have.
Yeah, but he did need a little
isn't
bit of tweaking.
Once you've got the skills, let's go and bring you some zebra jasper. Now, zebra jasper, when you're thinking zebra jasper, what colours are you thinking? Yeah, monochrome, right? Have a look at this though. Ooh. Green zebra jasper. Now it's a really interesting one because when we talk about, you know, zebra jasper, understandably we will naturally think of the traditional colour, the white and black. But very scarcely and very rarely, green is present in the zebra jasper. That is not an addition from us. That is not a dye nor a coating. It is natural. It's a scarcity, it's a rarity. And when it does happen like this, I think it's something which just goes to show Mother Nature outdoes herself sometimes. £17.95 for you this evening here at JewelleryMaker. £17.95 only. I just think that is a captivating look. And is it just me, or are some of these textures that you're seeing not a million miles away from almost the texture you get with felt? Yeah. How might you incorporate these into a design with felt? Would you maybe have them as the neckline piece?
I was going to say I would, yeah, use them and then hang the pendants from them.
That'd be a lovely idea, wouldn't it? See what I mean about the sort of textures and colours that they bring to you? Isn't that rabbit just gorgeous? £17.95 your discount deal. Remember, that discount deal will not last for any more at all. Best ever deal. Yeah, a bed price worth getting out of bed for. £14.95, reducing again. We are rolling it down. Best ever deal coming in on your screen. £12.95 now. That price will only last for a few hours, so do seize the moment on this if you fancy grabbing it. And remember, every time your basket total is £20 or more when you get involved with us today, put £20 worth or more in your basket, check it out, and you will get a free gift with your order today. So even if you've just finished work, whatever it might be, this is a great time to get ready and wearing. And remember, I am launching a workshop and a DVD tonight as well. Now, the last Morganite I did absolutely and completely sold out, and this will be no difference. What I am about to bring to you is a Morganite, again as we've seen, but this time with more of those silks inside. And that means that the strength of colour you're getting is going to be more prominent. So if you love that dominant, prominent, eye-catching look and colour of Morganite, from those baby blush pinks to those wonderful almost salmon colours, you've got to get ready, because this is a Deep Super Saver. We have got for you now 145 carats worth of these Morganite top drill drops. What do you love about these, Mel?
The softness of them, the tones.
Perfect word.
Yeah. I think I would be really indulgent and just pretty much restrand them.
Yeah.
I think I would, I'm not sure whether I'd use those spacers, or I'm not quite
Maybe
sure.
sterling silver,
yeah.
or even a different colour. I am bringing to you a launch price on air right now, which I've got to say, if you imagine maybe putting sterling silver or rose gold plated spaces in between these, and you imagine this as a necklace in a box, in like a boutique, that price point fails into significance, doesn't it? You're not just taking that price point and doubling it, you're adding a few extra quid on, aren't you? because it looks so luxurious. It's got that bold morganite colour, so people who expect morganite hues like this are going to be more than impressed to pay that double that price point and a little bit more. The fact of the matter though is, it is a fab deal. It's Valentine's night. It's bringing you £22.08p only now on this. If this is the only thing you buy tonight, and I don't think it should be because you've got that workshop launching and the value for money is incredible, but also you've got the DVD. But even if it was, the only thing you bought tonight, we will give you a free gift. Oh yeah. And there's loads of different things it could be. These are just some examples that we've got the opportunity for you to grab your hands on. Someone will get this, someone will get this, someone will get this, someone will get this, etc, etc. And there may well be multiples of the treats going out as well. Oh, look at the little owl. Oh, I am peeping. So yeah, you have got that opportunity to win those if you want to. Well, win them. Well, it's like winning really, isn't it? Really. £22.08 on this one. As are you? 72. Who's looking forward to the DVD? Who's got a favourite animal from the ones that we've looked at? Who's maybe got a question about felting? They don't know whether or not they're going to be able to get into it or whatever, and fancies getting in touch. You? Text us 60777, or you can join us at JewelleryMaker.com, or maybe you just want to let us know you're giddy as your grandchild after a handful of sweets just because you're dead excited to get it. Feel free, we'd love to hear from you tonight. £22.08, well done all. Huge pieces now. Guess what? What? Am I ready? You talking to me? Yeah, what? What's one? Now! Wait! I've not got it! Oh! Blue sheen labradorite. Oh, just appreciate that for a few seconds. Which one's catching your eye the most? Oh, hang on, it's starting again. Oh. Blue sheen labradorite. We're doing it as a super saver. Sorry I don't have it here in the studio, but relating to that, we're going to give you an even more sweet sweetener. Launch price on screen right now. And let's remember that effect you're seeing is natural. And let's also remember that actually to guarantee that cut of that colour of blue is more often than not a little bit of a hit and miss. So what we'll be doing is say we'll be cutting a set for a strand that's maybe a mixed colour, and then we'll just save the richest, beautiful, intoxicating blues for this strand. And all of that work, all of that time, all of that effort, £17.11 for you. That is a genuine gemstone strand. You're looking at between 7B4 to 15B9. That's the opportunity you're getting on this one, and it is a 18cm strand, so I can't guarantee you how many you're going to be getting, but approximately, let's have a count and approx. I'm going to guess about 20. That's a guess. It is a guess, but that's what I'm guessing.
I was going to say I got at least 15.
Love that.
Yeah.
Between 15 and 22, let's say, you're going to be getting. So yeah, you are going to get plenty on there, as you can see. Absolutely flying out. Hello. Oh no. Oh, do you know how I like to do the alliteration game, where I like to say, like, for example, joyous joy. I was thinking like, oh, what are some romantic names? And then I was about to go seductive Sue, and I was like, oh, I don't think I could do that for everyone. I thought of one for Richard, and I thought, no. No, I'm not sharing that. No. Well, it begins with an R and it rhymes with handy. That's why I haven't carried on with the game. £17.11 for us today. I hope you're having a wonderful Valentine's Day and that you are filled with lots of joy, lots of happiness, lots of love from your partners, your friends, your gorgeous animals, whatever it might be. I hope you're having a brilliant one. Don't forget, we have got the Love from Jewellery Maker treat tonight. Yep. If you're getting the £20 worth of goodies in your basket when you check out, you are applicable to get a free gift with with your order. And remember, I'm launching not just the DVD, also that workshop for you tonight. Do you know what? I think it's quite easy when we're chatting about jewellery, you know, to talk a lot about necklaces and maybe earrings and hairbands, but we don't always talk about, you know, kind of the, let's say, more unisex pieces of jewellery, do we? Not that gents obviously can't wear earrings and necklaces, but I mean more like tie pins. I could so see this being made into a tie pin, couldn't you? I think it's a really nice set of colours for it, actually. A lovely thing you could also do with these, as you mentioned before, is a beady bead.
Yeah.
And maybe make that as cufflinks.
Yeah.
Oh, we're dropping the price. Sorry, I thought £9.95 was the closeout. It's the set of the colour that I think makes it so unisex. It's also the shape and size of them which makes them really useful and approachable for those other elements. £9.95, good price. £7.95, really good price. $5.95, Tony the Tiger, great. So if you fancy grabbing it, now is your chance. 0800 644 655, press option number 1 to speak to a person who will be able to help you with your order. JewelleryMaker.com is a really easy way to get involved as well, or tap the app if you so wish. What would you do with this, please, Mel?
I'd turn it into an anklet.
Oh, lovely. How would you do that?
I think, I don't know much about anklets, but for me, I would do a stretchy.
Oh,
And
stretchy
just-
anklet.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Then it's easy to put on and off, and I just think the tones are beautiful.
Do you know what, it is getting to anklet season as well, isn't it? I mean, I'm sure there are some people, some mavericks out there who rock an anklet all year round. For me, it's once it warms up a little bit, when I'm not afraid to get my ankles out.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
don't get mine out, so...
Sorry, I sounded like a Victorian then, didn't I? Oh, gosh, she got her ankle out. You know what I mean. Well done, everyone. Let me bring to you... Oh, these are lovely. These have got this beautiful bold shape to them. I'm not sure what it is. It's sort of quite, to me, reminiscent of the 1920s. I love how these look. I think they're so captivating because they're so glitzy. And if I keep moving them quite a bit, they're so glitzy. It's almost difficult to work out what the shape is on first glance, isn't it? Because you've got those wonderful diamond-shaped facets whereby the junctions line up so perfectly and crisply. It's almost like it's those that grab your attention first. $7.95 for you tonight. That is best ever deal on your screen. $7.95. I love this shape because you do look at it in one instance and you think, wow, okay, hang on, big pans of diamonds, are they diamond shaped? And then you look at them again and you realise, oh no, actually they've got this almost 1920s floral about them.
Definitely. Perfect for a ring.
Great idea. How would you finish these off in a ring?
I think I would just keep it very simple. Just do a shank and then just literally wrap round the edge of the shank.
Nice idea.
The shoulders.
Yeah.
Just, just keep it simple.
I love that idea. I have, by the way, speaking of keeping things simple, it's Tools of the Trade starting tomorrow, just as a heads up. And I have got some brand new tools at the weekend.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Anyone got a Dremel? I might have something to make you smile on the mid-show. Oh, yeah. $7.95 for you today on these ones. And speaking of new goodness, I am launching a DVD this evening and a workshop. So excited. $7.95, good work. We're going to squeeze one more in and we're going to make it another gemstone, said to be the gemstone of unconditional love. And let's face it, it is Valentine's Day, but as I said before, it's not all about, your other half, is it? When you think of unconditional love, you may well think of members of your family, you may well think about your children, you may well think about, your parents, you may even think about, friends that you've had for years and years and years, and quite frankly, even if they do your head in, you can't help but love them. This is a lovely stone, I think, for that kind of thing, because it is something within its shape that is quite unusual, and therefore, if you were to make them something, it wouldn't just have to be a piece of jewellery. You could remind them, you know, how much you think of them with a key charm with these, for example. Maybe even a nice bag charm you could use with these. It could even be homeware, actually, couldn't it, quite easily, with the sort of way in which these drape, because as you can see, they've got that tubular design, but if I show you from the side, there you go, it's not completely spherical, if that makes sense. Got a little bit of a jaunt to it. £9.95 only on those ones. And if delicate and genteel colours are your idea of a good time, please let me introduce you to this absolute beauty. Gorgeous, right?
They would make lovely cufflinks.
Fab. Fab idea.
Yeah. Because gents as well as for women.
Completely.
Yeah.
I love that idea. Okay, it's happening in about 4.5 mins. First ever DVD. Oh, I'm so excited. We are going to be launching for you this treasure after the break. I am going to be bringing you kits to go alongside it. This is not just about making brooches. This is about felting from beginners to expertise. It's going to be yours in a min.
Now this coming Saturday the 15th of February, please do join me on the morning show because we have got the fantastic Fleur Hastings. Now Fleur has been given an exceptional saw bundle deal. Now if you've never worked with a saw, this is the German saw, we've got all the replacement blades. So if you run out of blades and you've got the saw, fantastic. Or if you need to start cutting into your copper sheets and so forth, we've got all that for you. Now previously we had a fantastic workers craft bench, a jewellery making wooden beautiful workbench that sold out like that. Now for those of you that possibly couldn't afford that workbench or need something a little bit smaller for the space that you've got, we have a brand new starters, crafters, jewellers, card making, whatever you want to call it, workbench for you this coming Saturday. Now we've got 50, so you're going to need to be quick if you fancy it. It is a beautiful piece of furniture. Also, we have got some multicoloured, rainbow, gorgeous looking hematite as our deal of the day. So you need to tune in at 11 AM this Saturday for that as well. Now, I don't know what you've done to deserve this, but you've also got me Sunday morning as well, and I will be joined by the fantastically talented Alison Tarry. Now, I hear you ask, what does Alison Tarry have for you? Well, we have the incredible Knotty Do-It-All tool and the travel size Knotty Do-It-All tool as well, and it is superb. It's the Sandra Younger tool. I was lucky enough to meet Sandra Younger, and this tool is phenomenal for your pearl knotting and lots more. We also have one of Alison's favourite tools, the Whammer. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? So you need to tune in to look at that. And we have something brand new for you. We have got this incredible Beadalon tooling station. Now you think how many sets of pliers you've got. You've seen when our guest designers come in with their gang of pliers and tools. This is a tidy workstation for all of your tools for jewellery making. It is brilliant. It's going to make it quicker for you to make jewellery as well. Now our deal of the day is another of Alison and I's favourite. It is the endless loom that we have. If you love making stretchy bracelets and you want to take it to the next stage, this is the tool for you. Alison and I will rave about it. It is brilliant. That's our deal of the day at 11 AM. So it's going to be an exceptional weekend. Please do join me on Saturday and Sunday morning.
can watch our JewelleryMaker show every day on our website by clicking the Watch and Buy Online link in the top right-hand corner of our homepage.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. It's lovely to have you on board with us. If we've not met before, well, hello. Happy Valentine's
Who
Day.
are you?
Nice to see you. Thanks for asking, Dan. My name is Rebecca Redican, but you can call me Becky. And if, as it is Valentine's Day, if this was a speed dating event, have you ever done speed dating, Mel?
No.
Anyone here done speed dating? No, if you don't know what speed dating is, it's basically you meet someone, you get like 3.5 minutes to chat to them, someone blows a whistle, and then someone else swaps into the seat. If it was speed dating, I would say I'm a northerner. I know, it's shocking. I work as a presenter. I also work for a charity, and I'm a crafter. Nay, a creativity lover. And this is the perfect evening to tune in if you are in love with creativity too, because it is my absolute pleasure to tell you, not only am I going to be bringing you these amount of kits, I am also launching this lovely lady's first ever DVD. It is the wonderful Mel Green. Hi, Mel.
Hi.
Right, first things first, tell us how you're feeling about this first DVD.
Excited.
Yes, oh good.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
something you fancy doing for a while.
Yes, yeah. I like working with quite small, intricate things anyway. And this was quite challenging, I must admit.
For anyone who's never seen felting before, could you give us an idea or an overview as to what it is?
It's basically wool fibres, and you use a needle to knit the fibres together. The
And-
needles originated from a machine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember when it was, but it's fairly new. Wet felting's been around for years, but there was a machine invented that needle felted, and then they took the needles out separately, and that's how the needle felting became into the home and things.
That's cool, isn't it? And I've got them coming up for you in a bit. In fact, I've got all the tools you need to make stuff like this turn into pieces of jewellery like this. And I'm about to launch the DVD that you need in 1 minute from now. 1 minute on its way. Cool, that woke you up, didn't it? I know, louder than I expected to, but I liked it. We have got for you today the opportunity to get a brand new DVD. If you have never, ever, ever worked with felt before, do not worry, this will help you out. If you have worked with felt before, but actually you want to create designs like these, then you are in the right place too. Now, I'm well aware that this DVD front maybe makes it look like you're just going to learn how to make these beautiful brooches, and they are brooches, and yes, I do have brooch backs, yes, in rose gold, on their way for you, but it's not just about that. I am bringing to you in the kits the likes of these so that you can make the likes of these. Yep, they are on their way for you any moment now. This is a DVD for everyone to get their hands on. If you've never felted before, I've got the tools on the way. I'm also launching a workshop tonight. Good luck, every single one of you. Happy Valentine's Day. Launch of a DVD. It is your micro needle felting DVD with the wonderful Mel Green. Just look at how impressive these pieces are. Mel, please tell us who this DVD is for.
It's for anybody, any level. Ideal for beginners, hopefully. I like to think I've sort of gone from the basics to anybody that's needle felted and wants to try something slightly different.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all levels.
I've already got 10% of the stock gone. We have got for you here something very, very eye-catching, and something which, is one of those techniques, if no one's tried it before, that almost does kind of look a little bit magical. If someone's never tried felting before, what what kind of person do you think will appreciate this? What kind of person do you think will enjoy it, if that makes sense?
You have to have a bit of patience because it is time consuming.
They're almost like chainmail or like knitting in a way.
Yeah, I mean it's very therapeutic as well. Can be a little bit painful if you stab yourself.
If you catch fingers, yeah.
But you can buy guards.
Thimbles and things like that as well. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just fun. It's just great to sort of experiment and take, you know, your imagination is what takes your designs. Yeah.
What I absolutely adore about this as a medium as well is just that you're looking at these and you're thinking, well, Bex, they're amazing, but quite frankly, I can't paint for toffee and I've never been that brilliant at drawing. With this, you really don't have to be, actually, do you?
No.
You genuinely, really, really don't. There is 20% of the stock now gone on this. Let's get your price in. We're bringing it to you today, around an hour's long. It's £4.95 only for you today. And there is just such a wealth of treats and treasures that you are going to learn within this DVD. And as I say, I have got the kits to go alongside it, including the likes of the bezels that you know, you make up the pendants with, for example. This is something as a medium, which is a very affordable medium, isn't it, to get involved with?
Yeah.
If you consider, for example, you know, I'm trying to think of some mediums now. For example, soldering. You know, I love my soldering, but it can be something, if you've not got all the kit and if you're going to be doing it with silver, it can be quite costly, can't it, to get started. As you're going to see tonight, this is an incredibly affordable and really, really interesting medium to get into. And what I really like about this medium too, which I think you've depicted really nicely in these designs, you can do fun little quirky numbers like this that might be really, you know, kind of loved by, you know, maybe people in your family who are in their 20s, in their 30s, even in their teens. But you can also do, as you have on the pendants particularly, quite intricate designs that almost might appeal to people who, you know, are into sort of their watercolours and things like that. What is great and what you'll learn on this DVD as well, as you sort of see in these designs, is how to actually get your designs into the finished piece. So have you ever been on holiday, maybe, I'm looking at some of these and I'm thinking, you know, the Lake District, for example. Have you ever been to those places and taken a photo and just gone, oh, I love that so much, I want to look at it every day? Well, now you can, but you can actually wear it every day or gift that to someone and they can wear it every day. Imagine something like this, and this is parts from the DVD. I've got that board coming up, I've got the needle coming up here, I've got basically everything you need coming up in just a few ticks. This is such a brilliant medium, it really truly is. And can you see how this is all being brought in together? This gives you an idea, and this is the thing, you know, we're saying it's time consuming, but you can see to actually get the shapes and the designs and the ideas, then and the actual main shape, you saw then, didn't you, just folding it over in a few stabs, it starts to bring it in together. This is not by any means the longest and most time consuming of mediums that we do by a long old chalk, and it's definitely one for you. I like felting for crafting and curry. You know, you sit down, you put curry on, and you have an ear on curry and you have your eyes on the felting. Yeah. It's great fun, it really is. And I hope you enjoy it. I will just let you know that 60% of the stock has now gone on it. And I am going to bring you the kit now, because we're well aware that some people will go, well, I'm not going to buy the DVD unless I can buy the kit. So I'm going to bring you the kit now. And I just want to triple check it. Is this, tell me which one it is first. Yeah, I just want to double check. Now, this as a colour palette is fantastic. Again, for anyone who is new, can you give us an idea as to maybe-ish how many pendants or designs like this you could make out of this?
A lot.
Because it goes on and on and on, doesn't it?
Yeah. I've got loads of wool left.
Yeah. Because they come in these really long fibres. Tell us a little bit about the fibres and things that we're looking for in felt. Why is having these nice long pieces a good thing?
Well, originally, it's actually from a sheep. It's a merino breed of sheep. And you can get different types, but this is very thin, very soft, long fibres.
Feels beautiful, I have to say.
So it's a lot easier to wrap it round and keep all the ends in, because you want to keep as many ends in as you possibly can.
Yeah.
So having the longer fibres certainly helps.
I just think it's magical to know that from this, these are the types of things you can create. It's astonishing, isn't it? I'm going to be bringing to you a number of skeins of your wool tops in here. So let me tell you, I'm going to be bringing to you the wonderful chocolatey brown, that purest of sort of natural wool colour, if you will, which is one we don't always get to see. Also got in here a gentle mauve. I've got your powder blue, your purest noir. I've got that wonderful genteel taupe colour, and I have got that really natural green, if that makes sense. As well as all of that, we are going to be bringing to you a large piece of your backing. Oh, well, backing, you know what I mean, your felt. Tell us a little bit about this, please.
I didn't actually get that when I got the kit.
Oh, didn't you now?
No. But,
what would you use it for?
It's ideal for a backing. You can do an amazing picture, landscape or something, using this. You can just felt into it.
And that's the great thing. It's not like you'll do something to glue it onto this. Because of what it's made out of, it will naturally attach. So it's almost like having it as a canvas, in a way, if that makes sense. We have got for you these as well. Now, talk to us about the bezels. Sorry. Take that out of your mind and memory. I am going to bring it to you, but I'm going to bring it to you in a canvas pack in a bit, okay? Sorry, that has been photographed wrong. We do apologise. Sorry to interrupt. Tell us a little bit about these bezels.
They're perfect. They're lovely size. Obviously, if you have them too small, it makes it a lot harder to actually create a picture. I think I've done one where I've just done a shape because it's a smaller bezel that I had at home.
Yeah.
But they're just lovely, and the finish on them is beautiful.
They are fabulous, aren't
Yeah.
they? And in your designs, you can see how nicely they frame up the pieces.
Yeah.
And also how well they match with our findings too, which
Yes.
is always very
Yeah.
handy. So that's what you're going to be getting. These are, of course, what you have got in the pieces in the designs, but also in the ones on the front of the DVD. These are actually brooches.
Yes.
So to be able to get these brooch backs is fantastic because, as we've said, these elements here we are going to be bringing to you is going to make a lot of these, so it's well worth getting your hands on. Do you remember what I said earlier on about felting and about how it is a very affordable medium to get started in? I'm about to prove that. I am bringing to you two of the bezels. Now I just want to double check this. Am I missing a colour here? There's 8 colours, apparently. I've only got 7 here. I have got black, I've got white, I've got brown, I've got purple, I've got blue, I've got a taupe, and I've got a green. That does look like we're missing one colour. I have got these 2 bright colours in front of me, but I think they're from another kit. We will work it out. Yeah, use your eyes. We'll find out for you. But we've all, in fact, if I show you this, here you are, here's your breakdown. Some of these are doubled up, which is why sometimes it's a bit tricky to read these out because you have to go, right, okay, it's that one, and gone, and gone. So those are the ones that you're going to be getting your hands on. Okay, 5 grams of each, and then you're getting also the wonderful backs that you've got here, and you're going to be able to get all of those colours. And as we've said, there are 8 colours. Sorry, we've only got 7 here, but that makes this price even more sensational. Ha 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 ha! I told you. Okay, so we have got, am I right in saying, Wayne, my love, that there are 10 items in this? Is that right? There's 10 items, and bear in mind I'm counting all of those brooch backs as an item, yeah? 10 items, that means this is approximately £1.70 per item. £1.70 for a set of your brooch backs. £1.70 for 2 of your bezels. £1.70 for a full 5 gram skein of your top-notch, high-end quality wool that ends up like this. Now, I always think the interesting thing is you might look at that colour and go, Bex, who's going to be using a colour like that? But if you look in the designs, when you actually, you can always mix the colours, and when you use the colours they almost can tone down. You've got to imagine this is a paint palette. You wouldn't just use probably a colour of paint straight out of the tube, would you? You're going to mix it and make it unique and different. Wool is exactly the same. So if you love painting, I genuinely think you will love felting as well. This is a kit and a half. What do you think of that for a kit, please, lovely Mal?
Yeah, it's brilliant. As I say, to have that variety of colours.
Yeah.
Especially if you've never tried it before, it's perfect.
That is just something very special.
Yeah.
Kaylee's got a question. Please can I ask Mel, could I achieve the look like hers even though I've never done anything like this before? I just love her pieces, says Kaylee.
Hopefully, yes. I mean, that's the idea of the DVD, is just to explain how to blend the colours, how to layer the designs, and the different angles and techniques of using the needle to create them. So, yeah.
Genuinely, Kaylee, it is one of those mediums, and I know the type of jewellery you're into. It is one of those mediums that I really, really do think you will quite enjoy, because I have done felting before. When I first started felting, you know, things like this, I would never in a million years imagine you could even do. But although I'm nowhere at this standard as it stands, it really does just take a little bit of imagination and the right tools to teach you, and you will be well on your way. And in fact, we're going to be doing a demo, Kaylee, in a bit. That is a real beginner demo, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you could maybe watch the demo and think, Kaylee, could I do that? And if you could, and also, Kaylee, just to let you know, if you do want to come to a workshop, I'm launching one for you in a bit, and it is the best value for money workshop I have ever seen us do. Genuinely, hands down. Okay, let me bring to you now your backing fabric. Now, we're calling it backing fabric. It's not even slightly like a backing fabric. If you've got backing fabric for the likes of your seed beads, this is not the same thing. This is a specific type of sheet felt that is almost like working on a canvas, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about these, please, and why these are handy to have in your stash.
Well, you can use them as felt and create things yourselves just by cutting them. They're ideal for turning into flowers and things like that. Or, as I say, you can use them as fantastic backings. You can also make like a little clutch bag. You could felt on it. So you could felt a design and then just cut it, sew it round and turn it into like a little, as I say, a little clutch bag or something like that.
It's amazing, isn't it? And as we said, these are genuinely like a canvas. So you can felt into the felt tops, the wool tops as they are. But if you felt into this, you can literally almost draw a picture on these, because it attaches to it, no glue needed. It is just £6.95, genuinely. In my local hobbying store, I'd be hard stretched to buy that large a sheet for that price, in all honesty. That is a brilliant price for what you're getting your hands on here. All of those lovely colours, and as we said, you can always cut these up, make lovely flowers with them as well, but for your felting they are just fantastic to get your hands on. We'll let you know I've got less than 50 of these available now, so if you do want to grab them, do be quick for you today. So if you do want to treat yourself, absolutely do. £6.95 for you today on this one, and as I say, it's the large sheet and the smaller one. I've done something completely bizarre with my computer here, so I can't really give you all the information I would like to. I've done something silly, just have. I'm going to leave that there because that is about to sell out. Well done. I'm going to move on, and I've got a final one for you now, and this is, well, This to me is like this perfect sky, sunshine colours in a meadow.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful. Tell us a little bit about this, please. Do you think this could be a good one to add to your stash? Why?
Yeah, I mean, that blue is stunning colour. Yeah, I mean, as you say, that is just a meadow in the making, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's what I would do, is I would probably buy a box frame and then felt a picture into that. Yeah, and then put it into a box frame.
That's a gorgeous idea. Wow, nice home decor. Yeah. Something totally unique and different. Bringing to you the fabulous felt bud. So you've got your canvas back here. You have got the felt tops as well here. As we said, 5 grams before, created for you so that the actual fibres are very, very long, making it much easier to felt. I have bought felting packs online at very affordable prices, but genuinely, sometimes the actual pieces of them are like, they're different lengths sometimes, and you can get really short ones as well, which isn't great. $4.95 for you, and that is for the 2 colours and that backing as well. So if you do want to grab your hands on it, you have the opportunity to do so now. Yeah, so do treat yourself, and I will just say to you as well that this kit is very much here we go. Do you think this is the back? You're getting something extra. You're also getting the mushroom colour.
That's the one that goes in that kit.
Sorry. It's been photographed wrong. We've got everyone confused, and we do apologise. This, is from this kit.
Yeah.
This sunshine, is from this kit. As is the mushrooms as well, the mushroom colour. So this is what you're getting, 2 of your backing sheets and this. If you've just gone, Bex, I've just checked out and I've just thought I had 2 felts and 1 of them, we are sorry, call the call centre, and they will sort that out for you, absolutely and completely. So if you do fancy grabbing it, do feel free. $4.95 for you today. Sorry for the confusion. We apologise. Let's make it up to you. And let me just remind you, this DVD is still available, although it is low in stock. At last count, we definitely had less than 200 left, didn't we? Oh, it was 100 and something left, yeah. It's been very popular. I will also let you know that we are going to have a demo. It's not a demo from the DVD, but we wanted to do a really simple demo so that people at home could go, I could do that, to see whether or not to get started, right? And you opted for something very Valentine's, didn't you, Mel?
Yes, I did.
Tell us about it.
Shall I? I thought I would do some little hearts.
I think these are so lovely. Aren't they magical? Do you love them?
Yeah, they're good fun.
These are on the way for you. We're going to teach you how to make these now, just to give you an idea of these goodies. And we will let you know too that I've got all the tools you need to get making them. So if you fancy, and we're going to show you later on how we can turn these into little charms and things like that, aren't we? Yeah. We're going to give you an idea of how to get started on these right here, right now. But imagine doing like a letter on there maybe, or little favours would be really cute. I am with you, Mel. Let's get making. So for anyone who's brand spanking new to felting, this is a great way to get started.
Yes. And
so tell us a little bit about this board, because I'm bringing you this board now.
These are perfect for, you need to be able to have something soft that you can felt into that the felt won't stick to.
Yes. Because the first time I felt it, I don't know why, I think it was a part of a kit or something, but I basically got given like a foam block, and it was great when I was first doing it, when I was first dabbing into it, but after a while the foam started actually coming through and into my felt pieces. So it wasn't a nice clean crisp finish like this lovely chap here. It had bits of, it was like a baby blue felt or foundation, I remember it really clearly, that were coming through. This does not do that at all because of how the bristles are made up. This is your Clover felting mat in the large size, and today your price point on it, It's just £12.45. This is a brilliant bit of kit, and you'll see how to use it in a second, but it is an essential. I will let you know that. Okay, Mel, I'm with you.
Right, so the other, obviously, thing you need are your needles. So you can either have a multi-needle holder or you have the single needles.
So tell us a little bit about, let's say, the single. You are still coming in. I'll talk to you about these later then. I'm with you, Mel.
Right, so to begin with, to make one of these little hearts, unravel your wool a little bit and then pull off. If you grip the end, don't hold it too close, because there it takes it a lot more, it's a lot harder to sort of break it. So you want to loosely grip and just pull your wool fibres apart. So you'll get a rough idea if you take your wool and scrunch it up really tight. That will give you a rough idea as to the size of your finished piece.
Perfect.
So I think we'll go with that because
That's a nice size, yeah.
it's quite a nice little size. So once you've taken your wool fibres, I want to place them down and then sort of bring the edges in and then start sort of making a vague sort of heartish sort of shape. And then on this instant, I don't tend to use the multi-tool. I'll use it to begin with just to get it going, but I want this to have a bit of a domed middle, and because this felts a lot quicker, it will tend to flatten it more.
Now, this is a really important bit of kit. This is the type of needle that you were talking about before. Don't look at this and think, oh, I do sewing, I'll just use them needles. They are specific types of needles that help nip it in together. And as Mel will show you how to lock it in, unlock it and everything else in a moment, it's a really useful bit of kit. It is an essential, and your price point today. You can either get it like this or you can get the individual ones too. But one or the other is definitely essential. $12.95 for this. It does the job super duper quick, which is why you personally wouldn't use it for this.
And
but
it
tell us,
comes with the 5 needles.
yes, that's a great point.
Not
to
all
make.
of the
Do they not?
holders
Some of them
come
you
with-
have to buy some extra.
Yeah.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
good tip. So tell us a little bit about this tool. It's got the lock and the unlock on it.
Yes. Obviously, the lock is brilliant because, especially if you've got it in your bag, the last thing you want to do is have 5 needles stick in your finger when you get it out.
Yeah.
So to use it, you just simply twist and that releases the guard. And it is a simple case of just stabbing up and down into the wool fibres. So I'm just going to start knitting these together.
And you can see how quickly that is happening already.
So once I've got those started, I'm then going to go to a single needle.
So tell us why you're going to the single needle now.
Because I want to get some definition into it without flattening it too much. I'm going for the thicker needle first, the heavier duty one.
So why do we want to go for
That's
the thicker, heavyweight needle for this?
Because this will knit it in a lot quicker to begin with.
I get you.
And then any finer details you want to use, they look very similar, but when you use them, you will really feel how fine the fine needle is.
And you're getting a few of these in here as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
And these ones, as we say, to give you that lovely detail. So you can create, you can use these individually as handheld. These ones as well, though, these ones specifically, can be used within these tools, and you even store them in the bottom as well. If you can see that opening there, you can store them just like this too. So it's great to have backups.
That's how you put them in. You don't
Sorry, if you
store
pop them.
them.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, that's a good point. You pipe them through, don't you?
Yeah,
and then
you
keep them in that way.
If you undo it, then you'll see in the top there
Yeah.
that the needles have all
That's how you
slotted in.
place them through,
Yeah.
and that means that
Then you put your disc in and then just tighten it up.
And you can use the different thicknesses with that same main tool, can't you?
Yeah. And if you don't want 5, you can only put 3 in or
good
2
point.
in, so you don't have to use all 5.
That's a great point. I will say that if you want it to be a super low cost to give it a go, I would say that you can just get the handheld to start off with, can't you? You don't have to go straight for the 5 needle prodder. But yeah, this is the heavyweight that Mel's working with now.
Yeah. Right, so now I've knitted the little ends in, I'm going to start bringing the sides in. So what you want to do is stab straight in and out. So you'll either go up and down from the top, or you can go at 45 degrees, or you can take it down almost horizontal. But what you mustn't do is take it in and then bend and pull it out.
Okay.
Because you will snap the needles.
Okay.
The thicker ones are obviously a little harder to snap. The thin one breaks very easily.
I suppose it's just like with seed beading, isn't it? If you work with the thicker needles, they bend less often, don't they?
So it is a case of, you can see here already how that the side is coming in. And then you just carry on sort of stabbing away. As I say, it's very, very repetitive. And that crunching sound, it reminds me of walking on snow.
Yes, that's so lovely, it really does.
Right, so now I've sort of crunched this bit in, I'm going to come round here and carry on stabbing this.
If someone's, really wants like the perfect heart shape, would you suggest holding it up to a template, or would you say look at
Cookie
a picture?
cutters, you can use a cookie cutter.
Of course you can.
If you're using a cutter, then ideally you want to put a piece of paper on top of this, and you can felt through the paper.
And when we say a cookie cutter, we don't mean do it and then cut it out. We actually use that and then stab through it, don't
you
we?
put the cutter down, put the wool in, and then stab up and down inside the But that will give you probably more of a flat shape.
Whereas these are lovely in 3D.
Whereas these, I wanted to have more of a bulbous shape. So I've been stabbing away here, and then I'm just going to turn it over and again stab away a little bit more. Obviously be mindful of where your fingers are in relationship to the needle. At the moment I've got my hands gently just sort of resting over the top so that my fingers aren't anywhere near the needle. And then after you've made this sort of loose triangle shape, I would then come in and start tucking the wool down to create the top part of the heart. So again, stab away, turn it over, and
Just let you know, sorry to interrupt, the kit is on screen at the moment. It did come with the 8 colours. These are the official 8 colours. If you've just tuned in and you're looking online, I'm afraid the photograph is wrong. It does come with the bezel backs as well and the brooch backs. And it is perfect to have with the brand new DVD we've just launched this evening, which teaches you how to make so many incredible pieces. And the tools that we've done so far are the absolute essentials that you need. And I have got a couple more that you can add on in a bit.
Right, now you can see already we're starting to...
You can recognise that shape now, can't you?
Getting a little bit of shape to it. And it is a simple case of it shrinks obviously as you're stabbing away. So if you want to make a part smaller, then you just stab further and harder with it. So it is, as I say, quite time consuming.
See, I think you say that, but I think of chainmail and things like that. They would take me a heck of a lot more time than this would.
Yeah, I mean, you can really spend hours. I'm now going to change to the finer needle.
And I've got those for you now. So tell us what the finer needle is for and about.
This will knit it even tighter together and it takes in all the little rough edges, any of the wool fibres that are poking out. It will just help to bring those down.
So if you're trying to get really intricate designs, are these the types of ones you would be more inclined to use?
Yeah, all of the designs on these have been done with
the ultra fine.
With the fine needle.
Fine, sorry.
Yeah.
And can I also ask, with the necklace that I'm wearing, which is one of the pieces you're going to learn on our launch workshops coming up for you tonight, would you be using a fine needle with these ones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And again, let's remind ourselves that these needles can be used as the refill as well for the needle felting tool I've just brought you. But as you can see, you can't just use them by hand like this. So if you are just starting out and you're thinking, I don't know, do I want to go in for the big tool? And you want to keep it low cost, I would genuinely just get a pack of each of these ones and that'll be it to start with, to give it a try out. They are $5.25 on there for you, and that is a refill pack of 5 needles.
As I've said before, I don't use tape. I tried it with tape, but I found that it would sometimes get a bit sticky and come off. But what I use is nail polish. So I put a little bit of nail polish on the needles so I can see. So the green for me is the heavier gauge, and that's the one I use first.
Got you.
And then I put the red on for the finer.
Good tip.
And it's just so easy to see then, which... this is going to take me a little while, so I don't know if you have any other bits and you want to come back to me in a little while.
Do, yes. If you want to, yeah. You'll show us how to use this later on, won't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we'll talk about it now, because this is a really important and useful bit of kit. Because you know you've just bought the board. Et voila. What will naturally happen when you're stabbing in the wool delicate fibres will actually go into the base, into the board itself, which is all well and good until you maybe want to create something quite intricate, or maybe even something like my necklace, which obviously has a pure white, for all intents and purposes, background. And if you are going to be stabbing into that board, what will naturally happen if you've used it a bit, you haven't cleaned it, is fibres from other colours will come out. And you can sort of cross-contaminate, for all intents and purposes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is a really, really cool and important bit of kit, and we will show you how to use it in a little bit. It does make your life nice and easy, and we're bringing it at £5.75 for you today. This is still available, the board, by the way, if you want it, and we will talk to you about how to use this in just a moment. But yeah, it's almost like it's not quite. Oh no, it is. You know, if you paint, imagine you're painting and you know the water starts to go a little bit brown and dirty. It's like continuing to paint with that water. It just makes everything a little bit murky, and it is the same. This is a really handy bit of kit for that. It is very much a useful to keep on top of as well, isn't it?
Well, it's also ideal and designed for holding.
Brushing and holding.
Well, it's for holding. So if you're working on a small piece and you don't want your fingers anywhere near it, then you can hold it and actually felt through.
Which must be quite handy for really intricate pieces, like say the flowers, for example, on this butterfly piece. You probably, when you're creating that, wouldn't really want to get your hands in the way too much, would you? So handy little bit of kit for you there, and we'll show you how we use this side and things to clean it out in a minute. And back with you, lovely Mel. Your heart's coming together beautifully.
It's starting to now, yes. To get this point on the end, again, just turn it on its side and just again stab up and down. Just keep. I just sort of tend to move the piece around. You'll find these whispery bits are where you're pushing the fibres right the way through and out the other end. So again, I mean, it is good fun just to really let off a bit of steam and and stab away. But if you want to, you can use your finger as a guide,
so you don't go
that
too
you're
far.
not going too far. Because obviously all those fibres I've just pushed out, I've got to now knit back in.
It's, I suppose, a little bit like with your sheet metal. You know, when you're filing your sheet metal, and that bit can sometimes be the bit that's most time-consuming, can't it? Because sometimes you can file it, and then you have to go finer and finer and finer, and then you might accidentally use one at a wrong angle and get a nick in it, so you have to go over again. It's almost like that, but a little bit less metally.
The other thing you can do also is cut the loose fibres off if you want to. I do try not to do that too often on this sort of thing.
Gives you quite a blunt edge, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We will be showing you how to make these hearts into wearable pieces in the next demo, just FYI.
As I say, this is going to take me a little while to carry on crunching through.
Such a lovely sound, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
You can hear, as the wool fibres knit, you can hear how the crunching gets louder.
And already it's incredible to see how, you know, that has come from something that has started out life like just little wisps. And as you can see, do you mind if I reach over you just whilst you're stabbing away, just to show people what we're making if they've just tuned in? To be able to do this kind of finish, and that's not drawn on, that is made with felt. You know, it's incredible kind of the way that you can take this up into designs. Whilst you're stabbing away at that, let me just let you know at home that the kit is still available, but it's been really, really popular. Such a great price, and you're getting so much. To be able to start a medium for £17 to buy a full kit like this, which will be very handy for the DVD, is brilliant. Let me also let you know that I've got a few treats on their way. Kel's Surprise, it's price phrase, on its way for you in a little bit. I've also got your workshop, oh yeah, that's on its way in a little bit. As well as all of that, I'm going to be bringing to you one of my favourite cuts of stone. So decadent. Amethyst for all of us February babies. Let me also remind you, love from JewelleryMaker today. Oh yeah! Spend £20 or more today and you'll get a free gift with your order. Yes, we'll send out a member of the team to come and give you a big smackaroony on the chops. Not, who would you like, Dan or Wayne? Dan or Wayne? Both taken. They're both taken. We won't really. We'll send you something that some might say is even better. Wonderful. Treats like this. You could get the amethyst, you could get ruby, you could get tanzanite, opal. So yeah, a lucky randomly picked gift on its way to you. And let me also say you have got the opportunity to get that workshop very soon. That'll be up for you in a bit. Before all of that though, oh yeah, no problem, no problem. Let me do. I've not brought Andalusite in ages. What a gorgeous colour. Oh, you're joking. I've got less than 10. Oh, I love Andalusite. Andalusite, think Andalusia. Think of that incredible location of our world. The beautiful thing about Andalusite is you get this pleocrism, 2 hues in one. So when you wear this outside, dependent on the angle you see this at will depend on the colouring that you see. From wonderful autumnal chocolates to fresh buds of spring. That price on screen is a start price. I have got so limited in stock. I've literally got less than 10 now. Less than 10 now available, I'm sorry. Oh wow, sorry, from 40 to 14.95. From 40 to 14.95 for you today. That really is something extra special. So if you do fancy grabbing your hands on it, now is your chance to do so. I am in single figures on this one. If you've never seen Andalusite before, it is because it is a scarce gemstone. Lovely producer Wayne is saying we have not got a lot of this in our vault at all. And it is one of those stones that when you learn more about it, the more you fall in love with it. So if you've never had a chance to own it and you really fancy getting your teeth into a gemstone, because this is one of those gemstones that won't come up in every, you know, beginner's gemstone book that you get. You know, this is a collector's stone. But if you love learning about gemstones, really getting your teeth into the history of them, etc., this is a great one to have to your collection, because you're going to have a lot of fun bringing in your thoughts together. 2 left today. Hi. Oh, beautiful. It's looking fab.
To get this tiny little sort of more curved,
I love that
kinky
little
bit,
quirky bit.
Yeah. All you have to do is felt it a little bit more than...
Okay.
So I've felted this side and just kept it straight.
Yeah.
And now here I'm just felting into it, giving it a little bit of a squeeze. And then it will start to put the little curve on.
That makes it just a little bit jaunty, doesn't it? Which
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah. So that is pretty much how you sort of just... It is just a case of stabbing the needle up and down.
And let me show you this, as it is at the moment.
Obviously.
So that is how you get the basic form of it. There are many ways to get rid of all the little spiky bits as well.
Yeah.
And remember that is a nice beginner's technique, the type of technique that can be quite quickly, with the right information, be brought into something from this DVD. So if you do fancy it, we do encourage you to grab it now. It's wonderful, it really, really is. A great technique there, and you were just naturally about to then get rid of some of the needle marks.
If you just sort of give it a little bit of a rub.
Can you see how it's becoming bouncier?
You see, if you have, I know some crafters would have the little iron. I think Clover themselves actually do it.
Yeah.
And your, what's the burnishing tool for the wood?
Oh, I know what you mean. You mean the pyrography?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they also, if you've got some of the tools that they sell on JM, you can get the little iron head.
Yes, the adapter.
And yeah, so you can actually iron over the flat, and that will help to give it a lovely finish.
But if you don't have that, can you just finish it?
The other method is literally the little whispery bits. You can just go around and cut them off. Or, as I say, you just spend a little longer with the... You can spend as much time as you like, but the more, obviously, you just gently stab up and down, then the neater it will become.
That's wonderful, isn't it? Mel, thank you so much. We're going to see how to make that into jewellery in a little bit. But before all of that, is it time? We're about to launch the workshop. Now, this workshop has never, ever, ever been done before. And this piece I am wearing is just one of the pieces that we are going to be discussing on the workshop. We will show you more in a moment. In 1 minute from now, we are going to be putting the graphics in for the workshop. Just to let you know, straight off the bat, check your diary, you've got a minute. 22nd of March, it is a Sunday, and that means that if you are free on that day, it is definitely a day to think about getting involved and making your way down here. We are based in Redditch, which is sort of southwest Birmingham-ish area, so it's in the Midlands, so it's quite easy to get to. Birmingham is a big, place, and not that far down the road at all, and Redditch does have its own train station as well. If you want to stay over for the evening, when you can easily get in touch with us and we can give you some recommendations for hotels. Of course, you can look online as well, but do feel free. If you've got any questions to fling at us, do so now whilst you've got us live. Maybe you're thinking, right, do want to stay in a hotel, but where can I go and what kind of prices am I looking at? We might be able to help you out on that. The graphics are now live. This is a brand new felting workshop for you, and this is something we have never ever done for you before. This is not just about felting in the instance of what we're going to learn on DVD. This is really focused on making perfect components for jewellery, which is actually a felting workshop I've never even heard of before. Tell us a little bit about what we're going to be learning, please, in this workshop, Mel.
Yeah, it's basically using very basic wire techniques to create connectors that you can then link together to create pieces of jewellery like the necklace there.
Yeah.
I also have a slightly smaller version which you can do for a bracelet. So as I say, those two items are made the same.
But don't forget, you'll learn all of this on the workshop.
And then I've got another form of connector here. So you can embellish them as, I mean, we'd probably start with doing just the simple, straightforward if you haven't felted before. But then you can start to add colour to them. So these are all made in the same way of creating your shape with the wire and then felting and filling them in.
Let me give you all the stats on everything with this, okay? It's going to start here in Redditch at 9 AM. It'll finish at around 5. Food, brews, everything that you need to keep you smiling is included, including all of the materials. You are going to get your felt in, and we don't just give you, like, you know, a little bit of felt. We're giving you full skeins of felt in a range of different colours that you can have fun with. We're going to give you your findings. We're going to give you wires. Even if you have never done, you know, let's say a basic wrapped loop before, we can teach you those techniques whilst we're there. Even though the main focus won't be on that, those are elements that you can learn. So even if you are a brand new, spanking beginner, you've never made jewellery, maybe you're just into felting, you've seen wet felting, you've seen pictures made with felting, such as, you know, the designs I'm wearing or the designs next to us, and you just want to give it a go, now is your chance to do so. Now, I will just let you know a couple of things. First things first, it is a full day of making. You are going to go home with every single piece of jewellery you make and finish and even start, as well as the materials. If you, say, don't end up using the lovely, you know, brooch backs, you get to take them home with you anyway. Let me also let you know too that there'll be, there's only 15 places on this workshop, okay? 15 in total, 15 places. There's 9 left now, just to let you know. And let me also let you know that is something really important. A beginner's workshop here at JewelleryMaker is around £69.95. We love felting here at JewelleryMaker, and I, as someone who has tried felting in the past and still loves felting to this day, we want to make sure that this is one of those workshops that you come to and you give it a go and you walk out with this new breath of knowledge and excitement, so that our products in felt, our ideas in felt, our DVDs in felt, our workshops in felt can just grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. And with that in mind, I am going to bring you an on-air deal. Let me just show you something first, just to prove. This is what everyone is seeing right now on the web. I have 9 places left. This is for this workshop. I'll just prove that to you by showing you the code. There it is. That's your date. I'm going to bring you an on-air deal right here, right now, okay? This is an on-air deal. This is right here, right now. We want you to get involved. We want this to be your chance to give it a go. The most affordable workshop I have ever brought to you, and I have brought the beginner's workshop, which is around the £70 mark, which is great. It's a brilliant one, but this is quite easily, you know, a £100 worth. This is a full day of knowledge, of information, but today we're bringing it to you for £49.95. That is such brilliant value for money, considering everything you're going to get. And can I also just point out to you as well that, you know, you're going to be working from approximately 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5. So about 8-hour day you're going to be having for £49.95. How much is that per hour? Wayne?
Well, happy Valentine's to everybody.
Right. Wayne, tell me. £6.24 approximately. Now there are local little places near me that will do like, you know, drawing classes, and you'll be paying £10-12 for an hour of that. And I have been to ones where you have to even take your own paper and pencils. I know. Not here though. You have the opportunity to learn to make gorgeous pieces like this, like these. And even if you've never had a go at this, you can get involved, can't you?
Yeah.
I think this is such a
I do
brilliant
try
workshop.
and keep things as simple as possible.
Yeah.
So that was the inspiration behind that particular piece, was just using the wire to create a very basic shape.
Yeah.
And felting into it.
And
So
in the workshop, who is this workshop for, would you say?
this is for anybody, if you've never done any jewellery before. As I say, the wire components themselves I've kept to a real basic level. So anybody could have a go. If you've already done some felting, then you can be more adventurous and have a go.
In designs.
In
Like
your
the one I'm
designs,
wearing. Yeah. And this is the thing, we're very much going to make sure that this is something for everyone. So the fact that, you know, if you are brand new and you've never made anything before, then we'll give you this opportunity. But if you are maybe a bit ahead of other people, Mel's there on hand to go, right, I want you to start working on doing something like this. So something for everyone. Be brave, be bold, learn something new for 2020. Gail's in. Oh my goodness. Happy birthday to me. I love that, Gail. You came in when it was 99.95, didn't you? Well, you've just had 50 quid back in your pocket. Even more of a happy birthday. And I will just say to you too, if you've never been to a workshop here, if you're maybe a bit like, oh, Bex, you know, I do fancy trying this, but I don't know anyone like who would come with me. Come by yourself. Loads and loads and loads of our viewers do, and loads of our viewers who do come by themselves meet people that they've seen text come in or they've seen on social media and make firm, fond friends. And genuinely, that's how a lot of our community know each other and meet each other. So it's just one of those. You're going to have a brilliant day. Everyone's like-minded. You've all got stuff in common, so it's a great one to get involved with. There are a few spaces left, and that is it. We are heading on into a break right now. I've got so much more to come, including that price of praise and more from Mel after this.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
If you have a question or a query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
At JewelleryMaker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
I am about to bring to you not one, not two, nor three, but four back to back today's must-haves. And let's just really make it clear. I've launched a DVD for you tonight. I have launched a £100 workshop for $49.95 tonight. That's a brand new one, which will teach you how to make the likes of this. Oh, see? Yeah? See? Workshop DVD. We have been doing all of this on behalf of the gorgeous Mel, who's never done a DVD before. This is the first ever one. It's just so exciting. We have been absolutely, you're beaming in the break, aren't you?
Yes, yes.
What do you want to say to everyone who's bought your first ever DVD?
Thank you so much, and I hope that you enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing on the Wall of Fames. That'd be brilliant.
We have got more coming up from Mel in a few tickety-boos, but with all of that going on, we thought, right, how are we going to top it? Because we'd already promoted and promised that we would be bringing those to you in the 7 o'clock hour. How can we top it? Back to back of treats. Starting off with the Kel Surprise. It's Chrysoprase. An absolutely glowing, beautiful example of your Chrysoprase. It's an interesting stone, this, because its name is what kind of draws your attention to it. I often say, don't I, what's in a name? And what's in a name with this is literal. Coming from two ancient Greek words, one of them Chrysos, it's Chrysos, Chrysos, which means green. And the other part of the Greek word, Chrysos means gold, and then the other part of the Greek word, which is the praison bit, which is the praise bit at the end, is derived from the word green. So golden green. And the interesting thing is, not only does the colour definitely depict the green in this, but can you see how this strand, the gold almost comes from the heart of it? And that is because you have got this aura-like glow that seems to submit from the soul. And the sort of heart of each one. It is a unique and individual gemstone. Now, this is a relatively new gemstone in the world. Tanzania is one of the main mining regions for this, and they can be a little bit darker from Tanzania. Not always, but they can be a bit darker. But even the Tanzanian source only opened about 34 years ago now, about 1986-ish. So it is a really, really unique individual stone because it's so open, and you do need to see it in real life because it does just have a certain glow about it, doesn't it? But hold on to your socks. To your socks. It is a steam super saver. You ready for this? Should be £60. We are dropping it down. Totally natural. I'm going to save you a whopping £40.95. £19.95 for you today. 92 carats worth. That is a gargantuan price drop. Over 40 quid back in your pocket. Enjoy it. Run with it. Go and enjoy. If you've never been able to maybe treat yourself to chrysoprase, well, tonight is the perfect night, especially as it is Valentine's night. What are you up to? Eh? What are you up to? Maybe your other half's just whipped you up the most sublime prawn cocktail. Maybe your best friend's popped over for a bit of wine with a side order of more wine. Maybe. Just thinking of my friends. Maybe you are spending it with the absolute love of your life, me, myself and I, just yourself, because you're brilliant and you want to treat yourself to some goodies. Then we are with you tonight for sure. Absolutely do make sure you're treating yourself, especially if you see anything you like at a bargainous price such as the one on screen. Over £40 saving on that. And don't forget, if you do want to take yourself out on a date, and I've got to say, I like taking myself out on dates. I really do. I always laugh at my own jokes. I never talk through films. And yeah, I'm just quite good company when I'm on a date with myself. And if you are planning on having a little date day with yourself, why not 22nd of Sunday, 22nd of March on a Sunday? Got that workshop. Should be 50 quid. Rolled down. How's about I bring to you a stone that sparkles even more than a diamond. It is a seriously beautiful strand. It's a super saver! Right, IGS says about this gemstone that basically, let me start again. Do you know that sphene comes in a number of different colours? Name 3. Yeah? Yeah? You got some? Yellow, brown, clear. You can get it black as well. Black's mainly from Canada, isn't it? From the top of my head. But yeah, you can get it in just different colours. IGS says the most saleable colour, generally, because it shows more of its dispersion than the browns and the pinks even, you can get pink colours and blacks, is a greeny yellow, or a greenish yellow, or a yellowish green. Anything in those pockets. Oh, look at what we've got! This is an absolute corker of a sparkler. The dispersion of a sphene outweighs that of diamond and amethyst. So if you are a sparkle lover, the IGS says that this is the best colour for you to... That is a thirst-quenching, zinging, zesty little beauty you've got there. Look at how that pop of colour, not just in the sort of the body itself, but also in the fire of this, is burning on your screen. You know me, if I've not mentioned that $69.95 for that long, it's because it's going away. Right, hands up who spent more than that on wine and flowers tonight. Yeah, hands up. This is sphene, one of the rarest beauty natural stones that gives you this intense dispersion that, quite frankly, makes diamond look just a bit dull and lifeless. That is an incredible deal. 1987, year of my birth. We have got an incredible opportunity here. We really, really do. I love this stone. What do you think of it, Mel?
Oh, it's just beautiful. The sparkle from it. Yeah.
What are you thinking? Half eternity. We both love our rings, don't we? You and I. Well, we're not afraid of any jewellery, let's be honest. But a little half eternity ring. If I did a half eternity ring with this, I'd be able to do that one time. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rings and a set of earrings of sphene. Have you seen the prices that are out there on the website? Didn't even mean to do that. Have you seen the prices that are out there on the Tinterweb? Genuinely, I have seen a well-known shopping TV channel selling a sphene ring, fair dues, bigger than these, but a sphene ring for over £4 grand. And that is just with a spoon in the middle of a simple gold band. Do your research. Have a little nosy yourself. That is incredible. 3 left. 3 left. That's it. 3. Good luck all. That's a brilliant one. Let me bring you another special stone now. So, how do I put it? Right. Let's talk cakes. If I talk to you about cakes, you've got a lot of images dazzling around in your mind right now. And what we could do is we could describe cakes as sort of the umbrella name for sweet treats, right? If we then went to take that down into variety, there's different varieties, isn't there? You can get little cakes that are cupcakes, you can get tray bakes, and let's think of the variety now as a tray bake. Now if you think of a tray bake and we take that down from variety into species, so we're becoming more and more concise and precise each time, a tray bake you might think, say, of a chocolate brownie. The reason I'm telling you that now is because I am not about to bring you a garnet. I am about to bring you the variety of garnet, which is one of the lesser seen and more sought after varieties of the whole of the family. This is not only a special rarity and not only serious saleability, it is also a oh my goodness. Okay, let's talk about almandine and garnet, and let's talk about almandine garnet. That garnet, a little bit like the one I showed you before, very dark, very deep, very almost pigeon blood red, and even darker tones sometimes. Now let's think about your pyrote colours and how they can have a lot more of the sort of heart and brilliance to them sometimes, yeah? Get those two, pair them together, that is your variety, and have a look how it shines. There is nothing quite like this, and that's why it's one of the most saleable varieties of garnet on the planet. Kerry is saying it's her favourite kind of garnet, and I'm not being funny, Kerry. You've worked here how many years? 6 years? You will have seen a lot of garnets in your time, and I completely and absolutely agree with you. Can you see how open this is? Can you see how fresh this is? 1995 for what is often said to be one of the most saleable and sought after varieties of garnet out there. Your pyrope almandine, or almandine, depending on how you wish to say it, of your garnet. Is that kind of colour just one of the most beautiful hues of purple you've seen? It's so open and fresh, isn't it? It's not quite as robust as some of the tourmalines. It's not quite as sort of singular, if that makes sense, as that of some amethysts. This is a colour completely and individually of its own. I have got multi-buyers in on this, and I want to congratulate you. This is an absolute corker of a treat, and as you saw, it is a super saver. So you've just got yourself an absolute steal of a deal right there and right now. And let me just say to you too, because of the size of these, I can so imagine incorporating these into designs. Yeah. So imagine like the butterfly, just use maybe 0.25 to kind of poke these in and through, or even sew them on if you wanted to. But look, imagine these actually being the little buds on your flowers. Yeah. Wouldn't that be incredible? How stunning is that going to look? Or even on the wings of the butterfly, actually.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do some designs using some gemstones.
Brilliant. Oh, so that's something to keep papers peeled for.
Yeah.
And that could be something that you could maybe explore when you get the DVD we launched earlier on. Okay, last one for now. And it's one of my favourites. Not only is it my birthstone, but it is also a cut that is just incredible. Have you ever tried to cut a gemstone? I've done it twice. I've tried to cut a gemstone with a crystal structure, and I've tried to cut an organic. And I was absolutely dreadful at both. It's tricky, it's hard, it is. And by the way, I will just let you know, the amber I was trying to cut was a pear drop. It was meant to be this size, it ended up like that size and a bit wonky. And the other shape I've tried to cut is a round. That's without even trying to facet. Facets are difficult and a level of skill that genuinely, you know, can take people years and years and years to master. Once they have mastered not only cutting nice shapes but also faceting beautifully, which again can take years and years, Then and only then will they go up a level to become a concave artist. That means those flat cuts that they used to create are now a thing of the past. And again, they will spend another 2 to 5 years learning how to cut in the concave. Every single one of these facets is not flat. It has an undulation which brings you more of that glow than any flat facet could. This is a real skill for you to be able to treat yourself to. So if you do want to grab it, please do be quick off the mark right now. I am bringing to you 70 carats worth of your pink amethyst, and I am bringing it to you today at a really luxury treat. I just want to let you know as well, just as a sideline here, when someone is starting to learn how to create a concave cut like this, especially as this is a double concave, you've got that coulée to coulée on these, it can take, when they're starting, up to 45 minutes per stone. Bear that in mind and see how many you've got here. Think about creating all of those facets on each side. Look at how that is going to stand and how beautiful that is going to be in a design. Bear that in mind, because this is Fab February. We have got it for you now. £39.95 is going. See you later, sweet potato. Send us a postcard, because we're going to bring to you now 1989 for you today. What a treat and a half that is. And do you know what? When we launched the concave cut about 6 years ago, yeah, it must be about 6 years ago, we were doing 1 to 3 in individual boxes, and we were bringing them to you for between 1 and 3 for over £20. They were £24.95, and that would be for between 1 larger one or 3 of this size. So imagine that, 25, 50, 75, you know, we have gone really extra special with these to bring them to you. Hey up, Jane, happy Valentine. I've got Janet in, hello my love. Karen's in too, hello Deborah, thanks for joining us again. I've got Wendy in, hiya Susan. Who else is with us? Stephanie in lovely Berkshire, you're in with us too. Hello to Charlene, and I've got Mikey B in too. I think I've got a new bio in because I don't recognise your name. Aloma, is it? Aloma? You've got it in your basket, you're thinking about it, I like the way you work. If we've not met before, hi, nice to meet you, thanks for joining us today. We're having a very love-filled evening this evening, aren't we? We've been making hearts, we've been looking at balloons, we've been sending in lovely messages we've had from you, not just about how, quite frankly, delish your partner's being, but also about this wonderful brand new DVD. Hey, let us know if you've got a place on that workshop as well. There are a couple left if you do still want them. 22nd of March, have a little nosy for it. It's a £100 workshop. We've done it on air for £49.95 today because we're launching it, and we thought, let's just go for it. But yeah, if you do want to treat yourself, we have definitely given you the opportunities to do so tonight. And a bag of chips. Perfect for Mother's Day. That would be. Because it's on Mother's Day, 22nd of March. Oh, now that'd be nice. You and your mum popping down here, meeting lovely guest designers, some lovely presenters as well, and learning a new skill together. Oh, that's lovely. There you are. Get that sorted. Mother's Day gift. Da-ding! And it's a gift for you too. And I always love those gifts. Don't you? Yeah. It's like, I don't know, it's like when you buy your partner, I don't know, like something that you just wanted. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like Adam's wife, Adam Tekop, his wife bought him a new coffee table that he never liked. And he didn't think there was anything wrong with the first one, but it's like that, it is. Anyway, well done all. I've got more Super Savers on the way, more from Mel as well. You can see she's finishing off that beautiful heart as we speak. Let me bring Let me... Mel. I knew you'd love this. Tell me why, please.
Well, I love black and white anyway, and...
It's such a great colour combo, isn't it?
Is that a new shape?
It's new to me. This is one that has been hand-created just for us.
Oh, it's stunning.
We'll have had this made about 9 months ago.
It's all the little pictures that you get inside. You just... Yeah, I just absolutely adore this stone.
It's just such a corker of a shape, that, isn't it? Really elegant, really beautiful. And I like it too because you really get to see the surface area of this, so you really get to appreciate those fern-like features inside. Should we do it under a tenner? Oh, I can't believe this deal.
No, that's wrong. That's really wrong.
I like how you went and you know, I mean this in a nice way. You sort of went a bit kind of horsey at the end there. No! You know what I mean? I really liked it. No! You can't! I love that. That is literally a nay-inducing price. What were you expecting then, Mel? Because you were obviously, and I was too, expecting more of a price.
Oh, yeah, I would have thought it would have been, I don't know, what was it?
Well, it was the sort of 14, 16 pounds mark, wasn't it?
I was thinking it was going to be about £20, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
But to take it to that, I mean, they are just stunning.
Amazing. And how perfect are they for... Imagine adding something like that onto it. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? I love this quirky little cat. He's lovely, isn't he? He's a snazzy little onion. But yeah, do grab them ones whilst you can. That's a great price. I'm moving on because I've got more to bring to you, and I'm going to bring to you something now that definitely changes in its colour. Have a look. Iolite. We have got for you here a beautiful, intense, almost denim blue iolite. Sometimes iolite can be a little bit wishy-washy, can't it? But today, most certainly it's not. It's that intensity of denim blue, which means that when you do see that variation of the antique bronze colour coming through, it doesn't half stand out. We are going to give you a Wayne deal. It's going to be a bed. Worth getting out of bed for. Best ever deal. £5.45 for you today. Absolutely rock bottom. That is a brilliant deal. MP, are you... 08 is the code on this one today if you want to get involved. Call the call centre, grab as many as you want, whether it's 1, 2 or 7. We haven't limited you on this one. And let me remind you too, these kind of colours most certainly are going to fit in well with your felting wonders. Those are still available. Kit is incredibly low in stock, but I've got another on its way, so well worth keeping your peepers peeled for. Oh, there's loads of you in. Hello, happy Valentine's Day. What are you having for tea? What's romantic food? Do you know what I mean? What's a romantic food that you could have, like, on a Valentine's Day? Strawberries are romantic, aren't they?
Yeah.
Strawberries.
Chocolate.
Yeah, but you'd have that any day, wouldn't you? Melted chocolate,
Yeah,
dunking your strawberries in.
Yeah.
Oh, chocky fondue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on board here. What else? Oysters. They are, aren't they? Not your idea of a good time, an oyster, no? Have you had an oyster before?
No.
No. Dan, have you?
I don't think so.
No. Michael?
An oyster?
Yeah.
No.
No. I have a couple of times. Yeah, no, they're lovely. Yeah, they're nice. Is it? Oh, I didn't know that. And I didn't like the wink and noise. Oysters. Didn't like that. Creeped me right out. Well done, every single one of you today. Maybe it's fish and chips because it is a Friday. Yep. Let us know what you're having for tea. And who's cooking? Is it you, your best mate, partner? Let us know. I am bringing to you now another of my birthstones. It's this month's birthstone, so if your birthday's still on its way, here's one for you. You've had your birthday recently, have you?
Yes, yeah.
What did you do for it, Mel?
I came up here and filmed my DVD.
No, you did not on your birthday.
Yes, yes.
You are joking.
It was last week when it was because I share the same day with Mr. Steve Bennett. Same year.
I cannot believe
literally
that.
the same day.
The actual same day?
Yes.
Well, I
Yeah.
never.
So-
Well, you do not look. I'm not going to go any further.
Thank you.
Romantic food. Toad in the hole? Oh, the suet. Oh, it's hard to say. Do you find a bit of toad in the old romantic, Dan?
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you? Oh, I clutched my own neck then. You know what to say. I'm going to put that down. Have a swig of me brew. Thanks for that, Sue. Enjoy. £9.95 for you today. Why do they call it toad in the hole? Do you know what I mean? Sausages don't even look like toads.
It's not a hole.
No. No, toad is definitely better than sausage in that name, you're right. £9.95 for you today on your amethyst. We are bringing to you the same cut that I had on that mixed bead scoop strand that I had earlier on. You know, the one we took to like, it was less than a 5 on it. So I think, although they were smaller, they'd be quite nice to act as spacers actually, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something a bit different. Also, if you wanted to, let me show you with. Look at that. That's quite nice together, isn't it? There's a certain je ne sais quoi about those in together. And something like this could be rather nice on a neckline, you know, sort of leading down to something like this, couldn't it? Deborah. Mussels in chorizo in a cider sauce, followed by apple and salted caramel crumble. When he gets back from the flaming pub, Deborah's like that. I think that food sounds amazing. I've never tried a mussels with chorizo before, but I love mussels and a crumble. Deborah! Do you know what you need to do when he gets back from the pub? At bare minimum, just make his portion a little bit smaller. Maybe sit down at your dinner table, just mute JewelleryMaker, just watch JewelleryMaker behind his head. Maybe. You'll never know. You'll never know. What's he like, eh? When he's big. I hope you're having a gorgeous evening, and let us know how those mussels and chorizo go. Ho ho! Ho ho! You having it with a bit of bread? Dunking. Oh, now better than a donkey mussel. I have got for you now one of the most, you're right, Dan, unique, genuine gemstones on the planet. When we talk about Peruvian opal, we're talking about something which over the last 6 months has been picked up by more and more designers. We are bringing to you $14.95, and what I've got now with that at $14.95 is not only that rarity and scarcity, but as I've mentioned, that building up of sort of notoriety with those different designers who have been working on it and with it of late. When we talk about Peruvian opal, we are talking about something, and I'm trying to remember the designs off the top of my head, but we are talking about very, very well-known stone as a general rule, but to get it actually with this kind of unique quality and colour is something very different. When you get it from Peru, because remember it is their national stone, you are getting something which they hold very close to their heart, understandably. And also, if you do go to Peru to purchase this as a captive audience, you can genuinely pay much higher than the price point on your screen per carat in some places, definitely for the larger pieces. So this is something that you really get that taste of. Kimberly McDonald is the person I was thinking of who's been working with something similar. 18 grand those pieces are. Well done for you now. Let's go about... When I launched Rhodolite for you, the vast majority of it was very, very dark, sludgy brown, and now and again you'd get like a flash of peachy pink colour. In this, you're getting so much more of those peaches. In fact, they're almost salmon colours. And what I really like about that coloration within this is the fact that you have that wonderfully continually revolving colour in the wheel shape. Because this is not a flat gemstone, it's got a lot to tell you, it's got a lot to see. So that revolving shape really makes that possible. It's £6.95. What do you like on this, Mel?
I was just looking at it thinking, I love the tone of colours, because I think it will go with any skin tone.
I agree with you, that's a good point.
But I was just wondering what I could... I like coming up with quirky, different ideas sometimes.
That's
so
good.
I was just trying to think of how I'd incorporate that. I'd like to try and do maybe wire where you kink it so it traps, and then you can come down and then kink again so that it leaves the stones almost freestanding.
I love that, because that will mean they're rolling still as well, won't it? I love that idea.
But yeah, they're just really, really unusual, beautiful tones.
They are gorgeous, aren't they? Well done. Let me bring now an amethyst. This is a collector's stone and a half. We are talking Valentine's Day, and as I always say, you know, Valentine's Day, it's not just about you and your partner, is it? It's about all your loved ones, family, best friends, full-legged friends, etc. If you are a February baby and or your friend is, and or a November baby, oh man, sorry. This is most certainly a stone to behold. The quality of this is exemplary. A Nahi ametrine in a luxury cut. I adore the fact that you're getting the octagon cut, which is one of the more traditional, better known cuts, but that you're also getting it in this instance in a way that almost highlights that natural colouring within this. As I mentioned before, we have got something here which is days and days and days worth of travel to be able to bring this piece to you. It has got the most magnetic of looks. If you've never been able to own high grade ametrine, you're not alone. Thousands haven't. But today we want to make that possible. We have got 5 left for you. That is it at this point. 5 left only. The quality of it is exemplary. I've got Hayley Kruger in with me tomorrow, and I could so imagine her doing, soldering designs with this. That is sold out. It's gone, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. What a collector's piece that is. Well done. Wow. If you're watching on the repeat, always worth a double check, just in case someone changed their mind, but that flew. Well done. Let me bring, that's a stunner. Let me bring some cabochons now. And these cabochons are often described, well, was once described as the most colourful mineral on the planet. Now, you can get fluorite from lots of different parts of the world, including the UK. In the UK, if you want to buy fluorite, you won't be able to get a carat's worth for that price point on your screen as a general rule, especially when they're as banded as this. Excuse me? Sorry, I think I misheard. Are you joking? What's actual cost on this? Right. I'm not allowed to tell you what staff cost is, but I can tell you this. 0800 644 655, press option 1. Do it quickly, really super duper quick. Super saver! am bringing to you 180 carats worth at a price point that literally, genuinely, oh my goodness. Right, if you want to grab them, I would not be able to buy them for that price point. I can tell you that for nothing in a bag of spuds. That is an incredible opportunity. This is such a bold chance to get fluorite in cabochons. This is a tricky treat to be able to get your hands on. It really, truly is. And the fact that you're able to get it in such a diverse manner is brilliant. I have got 5 in my collection. You might get 4, 5, 6, but you will get around 180 carats worth in your collection. These are so unique and individual. Imagine using these sort of colours and actually pairing them in with, you know, some of the designs and makes and almost using like sort of felting around it. I've been eyeing up this beauty all evening. Imagine, you know, because you can do 3D felting as Mel's shown us on this piece here. This is one of the pieces from the brand new DVD. But yeah, imagine doing something like this because you've got some of those similar colours across the 2 kits, haven't you? Yeah. So what a lovely way to be able to pair them in together. 32 of them left now only. What would you do with these, Mel, please?
I'm not sure what I'd do, but it has taken me back to being a child when you used to go and fill up your pots in the Isle of Wight with the sand.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, you get the layers of coloured sand.
Yeah. So, but no, I think I would probably make a ring out of one. Oh yeah, why not? Definitely would like to use one as a centre for a bangle. I love bangles. And the larger one there, I think it's just ideal for a pendant.
That's huge, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that. 22 available now, 21 available. Hey up Angela, happy Valentine's Day. Hi Alison, hope you're having a great one. Sending you lots of to Michelle, thank you very much, Shirley. Francoise in with us, hey up Lynette. I've got Zana in with me today. Good evening, my love. I've got a message in. Tea. Creamy tarragon chicken. What's that? What's that? Boulets? Boulets pot? No idea what that is. And asparagus. Then lemon tart, raspberry and cream. Wish you were here. Yes, I do. Yes, I don't even know what a boulets is. Any votes on a boulets? Snazzy bolognese? Yeah. Boulets. A bit like a bouillabaisse, maybe? Oh, you think pots is short for potatoes? That's the snappy mind. Yeah, could be. Boulets pots, like Hasselback pots, potatoes.
I like the sound of the dessert.
Yeah, me too. Not afraid of a bit of a lemony, tangy tart. I'm not. That sounds delicious. If you could post some. Well done, everyone. Let's go and get for you some fun of colours. There you go. These, to me, are almost like stainless glass colours. Stained glass colours. Have a look at them. Oh. Red, yellows. Right, hang on. Does anyone else start to do the rainbow in red and yellow and pink and green? Yeah. That's not the colours though. It is Richard of York Game Battle in Vain? Or in vain? Or in vain? In vain? In vain? We have got a lot of colours on this. This is a real rainbow strand, isn't it?
Yeah. That's just a fun, stretchy bracelet, isn't it? Just for going out partying in.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Sorry, you've never heard Richard of York Game Battle in Vain? Wayne nor Kerry. That's how you remember the colours of the rainbow. Have you heard of that before, Mel?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you not? Well, I never. Yeah, Ross. Potatoes. Oh, I like this. Potatoes cooked slowly in stock and butter with winter herb and garlic.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Roz! I love a potato. Very few things you could do with a potato that I would not be happy with. Mash it. Slice it. Grill it. Grill it? No, can you grill a potato? Maybe not grilling. Deep frying it.
I suppose
Boil.
grill them if they're like in fritters, the potato and fritters, don't you?
Oh, yeah, potato fritters.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
So, yeah.
Chip them.
Yeah.
Mash them. Hasselback them.
Yeah.
I want it. Pardon?
Crisp.
Crisp them? Make them into crisps? I like that. Is that your favourite form of potato?
Yeah.
The crisp? I like it. Yours is mash, is it? I'm a chipper. I will have chips every
Do
single
you
day.
put egg in when you make mash?
No, you've thrown me off there. I've never tried
When
that.
you know, most people put butter and milk in.
Yes,
mash.
I'm one of them, yeah.
Right, we'll crack an egg into it as well.
Right, nice.
And mash it, and it just, I don't know, it just seems to take any lumps or bumps or anything out of it. You just end up with a really lovely textured mash by
Right.
putting an egg in it.
I need a potato and an egg. Stat! We are bringing to you now carnelian. Look at how the warmth of this evokes some gorgeously summer thoughts and feelings. Where does this take you?
That's sitting by a fire
Yeah.
in a pub.
Oh yeah. What are you drinking?
Oh, red wine.
Oh wow, what a great deal.
Oh.
$6.95 only for your beautiful, bright and bold carnelian. It's so intense in colour, isn't it? It's really sort of crackling logs on a fire, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I've really warmed to these sort of orangey, sort of mustardy sort of tones that you get.
They are divine, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
£6.95 for you today. We have got such a good opportunity there for you. We really do. It's so bright and fun, and I don't know if this is just me. I put up a picture on me social media the other day on my Instagram, which is Rebecca Redican Presenter, of me out for a walk, absolutely blazing hot sun, but it's freezing outside. But it's that feeling of spring that is so on the way, isn't it? And already I'm starting to, I think, feel more summery and spring-like in my crafting.
Yeah.
I can sort of sense myself being drawn more towards sort of the lighter, more brighter things in my wardrobe. What a great one to get in your stash before that time hits.
Yeah.
£6 and 95 pence. Let me remind you, you get a free gift with your order if you're spending over £20. Oh yeah, that's all day. It doesn't take place tomorrow though. I will just make that clear. Say again. Oh. Oh. When you see this colour, I just want you to think of almost paintings of ancient sort of royals who might be wearing purple robes. And imagine the velvet colour of those purple robes catching the light.
I've got a dress, a velvet dress that would be perfect for.
Oh, it's divine, that, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm a lover of the tiger's eye as well.
Why is that?
Again, I think it just makes me think of mystic, magical sort of. I like anything that I can escape from the real world in.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So when you look at it, it's just like magic.
Totally. And I think this feels even more magical actually with the help of that wonderful deep and intense purple that you've got with it. £9.95. Speaking of mythical, I do like to keep you up to date with my year calendar. For those of you who don't know, I bought a year calendar a couple of weeks ago, at the end of January, because I'm a cheapskate. It was £2.99 actually. Yeah, it was all right. But anyway, the reason I'm bringing this up is because the calendar that I purchased is Mythical Creatures calendar. So January is a phoenix, February is a mermaid, June is a sloth. Mythical creature. June is a sloth. I was filling it in the other day because I've got a few more things coming in the diary. I've booked holidays to go and see my mum and dad, like in May. So I was heading on over down to May, went past that. I've also got in my mythical creatures, not just the mermaids and the phoenix, I've also got like the sprite, and I've got a fairy in it as well. I've got a swan. Yeah, I've just found it, genuinely a swan. They've put a crown, they've drawn a crown on the swan and expect me, mythical creatures. I mean, it's baffling. Anyway, I'm glad I could share that with you. Genuinely a swan. No, I swear it's a swan. Yeah, it says something about like swanning around. I swear it's a swan. I know what a swan looks like. Let me bring you this now. What do you think of this, Mel? Tell me.
Strawberry quartz. Ooh.
What do you like about it? Is it the texture or the colour that's grabbing your eye first?
It's the colour, and it's when you look into it, it's the little. Is it like veins running through it?
The little inclusions.
Yeah.
So these inclusions are what kind of gives it its name of strawberry quartz, because you know you get like the little strawberry seeds on the outside. They are completely and absolutely natural, and they are literally, oh, great price for what you get in here, $14.95. They are literally what bring the colour. So the quartz itself is, for all intents and purposes, clear, but depending on the amount of inclusions will depend on how intense that peachy, almost dusky pink colour is. $12.95 is your deal on this one today. $12.95 only. I think it will go great with rose gold colours.
Yeah, definitely. I think I would want to rosary link.
Ooh.
Just so that it opens it out and lets the light shine through.
Great idea. And really let those inclusions speak.
I've never seen it before.
Gorgeous that, isn't it?
It is.
I'm imagining these kind of colours with this palette.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. What a hoot. Isn't that just beautiful? Do you love this brooch? Do you also love this brooch? Do you also love our new DVDs? Good, because I've launched one tonight, so if you do fancy grabbing it, do so. And I will also let you know, I launched a brand new workshop as well. Should be £100, but because it's Mel's, you know, we're giving you a treat, and because Mel's here, we thought $49.95 on air, so grab it whilst you can. $9.95 for this strawberry quartz right now. If you do fancy grabbing it, you know what to do. 0800 644 655 or JewelleryMaker.com if you want to. Let me bring to you a one locational stone now. Oh, I was going to say, I can't see this. Oh, hi, hiding in the back. Oh, Mookite. Mookite is from a western region in Australia, and it's a region that's, if you ever see pictures of it, it's really captivating. It's almost like valleyed with these kind of sort of sandstone coloured hills, peaks and troughs. And it is an area that, due to the valleying of that from nature, you have over the centuries had water being part of the makeup of that region. This water has receded as oceans have moved and tectonic movement have altered that kind of landscape. And what it has left behind is this, which is, for all intensive purposes, little delicate sea creatures that has rested on the bottom of the ground, and you know, you basically Mookite is formed from them. So it's a really unique and individual stone, and no two are ever the same. And I would say in particularly what makes this one different is not just that individual story, but also the shaping of these ones. These cubes, these rectangles. What are they going to do for you, jewellery, Mel?
Oh, they'll just make it stand out from anything else, won't it?
Yeah.
I mean, they're perfect for earrings.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Love that idea. And they're going to go nicely with some of the colours we've had in your kits today, actually, aren't
Yes.
they? As a thought.
Yeah.
Oh. We are bringing it to you at £9.95. It is an entirely natural mouquet. Well done, one and all. Okay, got for you now. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Okay. We have not been able to properly purchase this gemstone for an age. We went to the Hong Kong fair. We've been to other fairs around the world in the last sort of 12 months or so. Members of our lovely buy-in team have. And the fact of the matter is that we haven't opted to purchase for you any quality tanzanite because we are being offered milky quality stones at higher prices than we were getting 3-4 years ago. And that is because one of the main regions, the main mining plot, has closed down and it is remaining closed. It's been closed now for, well, in sort of August, July, August, it'll be a year. It genuinely could be closed for another week or another decade. It's a government closure. We literally have no idea. All of the tanzanite we have is all we have. In full, in total, we've got 8 lines. I don't know what lines are, it's basically types. Okay. Most of them have got 1s and 2s in quantity. It is sad times for tanzanite at the moment. So I would say, if you want to ensure that you are getting a premium quality, have a look at this.
Depth of colour. It's incredible.
You can understand why this is a £150 strand, can't you? Look at the way the light in this reverberates around the stone, yet still you get that intensity of aqueous colour. That is not pale in areas, but bold and bright and intense. I'm going to give you £100 back in your pocket for the 3 of you who've been lucky enough to get it. One's already checked out. I've literally got 2 left. For the final 2 now, good luck one and all. £49.95. Seize the moment right here, right now. That has got a real special chance. Good luck to every single one of you because I am over allocated on it, but it is a stunner. Well done, I'm over allocated. I'm going to leave it with you. 5 in baskets. Well done, everyone. That is an incredible deal. Berkshire wants it, Tyne-and-Wear wants it. Well done, you got it, Cornwall and Berkshire and Norfolk. Well done. I'm moving on. How's about... Where's this from? Oh, I love this colour. Imperial Topaz, so named for a few reasons, but one reason is because it was only worn by really high caliber, sort of influential people in the world. This is the one that you are going to get. I've literally got one. You are going to get this if you start getting ready to check out. That veracity of colour is exquisite. Remember, this is only mined for a few months of the year. Pinks and purples. No. What? I want it. Yeah. Take that off screen now. Thank you. Oh, I'll let you have it then, shall I? Wendy got it. Well done. Huh? What a treat. I haven't got anything in there. I'm going to play an Alexandrite now. There. I've put it out there. Alexandrite, one of the best known stones in the world. This is the only strand in the company. We have no more Alexandrite out there. Let me remind you about Alexandrite. When we're talking about this stone, we are talking about one of the most executive, elite stones on the planet. The biggest designers in the world often make with this and then actually don't sell them but put them in as museum pieces. Did I just see $74.95? Sold out. God, that is amazing. You get yourself some right goodies. Oh, what on earth? This strand is the best. Are you joking? This is the strand you're going to get. I've only got one. Right, you need to take this outside. You need to see this in real life because this gemstone literally changes colour before your eyes, depending on the angle. You can't see that effect in these type of lights. You have to get it home. You are absolutely yanking my chain, aren't you? Right, $79.95 to $29.95. That is beyond the pale. Every single one of these could be made into a make and a design, and every single one could be sold at £30. Way over allocated. Well done, collectors. How about some colour change garnet? That's sold out.
Beauties on tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah. And we've got more makes and more kits, don't forget. Faceted drops. I have never seen us do colour change garnet or in drops before. Colour change garnet, depending on what light type you see it in, will depend how it looks. That is ridiculously good. It is entirely Wayne, Tanzanian colour change garnet. That is something beyond belief. So, as it is Valentine's Day, if you're treating yourself, because let's face it, you deserve it, and you've been really fabulous all year thus far. If you are treating yourself, you know, wear that in daylight, it'll appear one colour. Wear it in, you know, your local bar, it'll look another. Wear it in, oh, it's just incredible. Yes, of course I will. Oh, you are kidding me. Pearls, rectangular pearls. Oh my goodness, look at the way the light plays on these. I've literally got 4, that's it. $79.95, you're getting a full strand, should point that out. $79.95, we're rolling the price down. $29.95 for the final 4. And remember, if this is the only thing you purchase today, you check this out, you will get that free gift, and it could be a tanzanite, it could be a peridot, it could be a ruby, just to name but a few. Good luck, everyone. I've got people with it in their baskets. Do check out as soon as you can. That is a seriously special strand. We have got so much more to come, including another kit from the lovely Mel. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back to finish off your evening in a bit.
Now, this coming Saturday, the 15th of February, please do join me on the morning show because we have got the fantastic Fleur Hastings. Now, Fleur has been given an exceptional saw bundle deal. Now, if you've never worked with a saw, this is the German saw. We've got all the replacement blades. So if you run out of blades and you've got the saw, fantastic. Or if you need to start cutting into your copper sheets and so forth, we've got all that for you. Now, previously we had a fantastic workers craft bench, a jewellery making wooden beautiful workbench that sold out like that. Now, for those of you that possibly couldn't afford that workbench or need something a little bit smaller for the space that you've got, we have a brand new starters, crafters, jewellers, card making, whatever you want to call it, workbench for you this coming Saturday. Now we've got 50, so you're going to need to be quick if you fancy it. It is a beautiful piece of furniture. Also, we have got some multicoloured, rainbow, gorgeous looking hematite as our deal of the day. So you need to tune in at 11 a.m. this Saturday for that as well. Now, I don't know what you've done to deserve this, but you've also got me Sunday morning as well, and I will be joined by the fantastically talented Alison Tarry. Now, I hear you ask, what does Alison Tarry have for you? Well, we have the incredible Knotty Do-It-All tool and the travel size Knotty Do-It-All tool as well, and it is superb. It's the Sandra Younger tool. I was lucky enough to meet Sandra Younger, and this tool is phenomenal for your pearl knotting and lots more. We also have one of Alison's favourite tools, the Whammer. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? So you need to tune in to look at that. And we have something brand new for you. We have got this incredible Beadalon tooling station. Now you think how many sets of pliers you've got. You've seen when our guest designers come in with their gang of pliers and tools. This is a tidy workstation for all of your tools for jewellery making. It is brilliant. It's going to make it quicker for you to make jewellery as well. Now our deal of the day is another of Alison and I's favourite. It is the endless loom that we have. If you love making stretchy bracelets and you want to take it to the next stage, this is the tool for you. Alison and I will rave about it. It is brilliant. That's our deal of the day at 11 a.m. So it's going to be an exceptional weekend. Please do join me on Saturday and Sunday morning.
To Jewellery Maker on this super romantic evening. Do a romantic noise, Dan. Wow. What about you, Michael? What's your romantic noise? Wow, nice. It's lovely to be with you this evening. It really is. And even more brilliant has been having the wonderful Mel with us this evening. We were just saying in the break then, tell us what time you started work out this morning.
I was at work at 7:30 this morning.
7:30 this morning. And look at this, still going strong. Not just sat here, you know, doing now, don't know. Launching a DVD and launching a workshop and making designs. And we've got more of them to come. Before that though, let me just show you this on its way. Turquoise. The most dramatic I feel we have ever been able to source. Final few on their way. And yes, those spaces are also turquoise. These could be individual makes for your loved ones, couldn't they? It is on its way in this hour. As well as that, we are going to be bringing to you some more kits as well. But before all of that... Yeah, but where is the kit? No, it's all right, it's over here. I'll just try and... Do you mind passing it to me?
Go, gadget on.
Thank you so much, Dan. You're an absolute love. Now, this is a real kit and a half. And if you've been looking, for example, at the giraffe design that the lovely Mel has taught us to make on the DVD, you will see that you are going to need some really fantastical colours. Yeah. And that's what you're getting in this kit, isn't it, Mel?
Yeah. As soon as I saw those colours, I thought I had to do the
sunsets design. I'm bringing to you today this collection. So your sunset hues, that wonderfully romantic red, the outrageous orange, and that mustardy yellow. Also bringing your absolute staples in that raw wool colour and the purest of black. And then you're getting more of your nude and neutral colours, as well as your beautiful, intense blue. So I am going to bring to you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colours in this collection. And more, apparently. Do you mind handing me the rest of this kit, my love? Do you mind? We're going to grab out for you now your pendants and your brooch bags. Now, let me just remind you, if you've never seen felting before, when we're looking at your designs, how have we used these, please, Mel, in your designs?
Basically, I've needle felted pictures and then glued them into the bezels to create pendants.
So things like the wintry house scene is what you've placed into these ones.
Yeah.
And you're going to learn how you are able to do that within the DVD.
Well, because the kit was Winter's Eve, that obviously inspired me to do the winter scene that you're looking at now, which I thought was for this country, but the winter scene I thought in Africa currently would be, so that's where I managed to get the African.
Interesting. I love that.
Because I thought that's what it would look like over there this time of year.
Yeah, oh, it's beautiful. I love the way your mind works. If you want to get your hands on this colour collection, remember, this colour collection not only made that beautiful design, it also made the likes of, use some of these colours for your lovely robin redbreast and things as well. And we are bringing to you the silver colours with these. So earlier on, you got the rose gold brooch backs. With this one, you're going to be getting the silver brooch backs. For some reason, we don't actually have them here in the building, but imagine these as silver. And you are going to be able to get that selection, as you can see. So, 8 colours with the brooch backs and with the pendants. That's 10 components. It's £1.70 per component. Yeah. £1.70 for your full skein of your 5 gram wool tops, and these are brilliant quality wool tops as well. Sometimes when you get wool, it can be extremely, let's say rustic, as in it can be multiples of different colours within one. It can feel very rough against the skin, which isn't great for jewellery. Lovely for sculptures, not great for jewellery though. This is absolutely beautiful for against the skin, and we'll be showing you how to make into a piece of jewellery in a moment or two. I brought you the other tools and things before, and I will recap them as and when we need them, but if you want to grab these now, absolutely do. And as you can see, this is the colour palette that we used with the DVD. So when you're looking around these pieces of jewellery, see the colours within there. And as I said, we used both of the kits together. I mean, genuinely, if you consider these are only £16.95 each, we will do one kit of something more than double that price, won't we? So you could get both kits quite easily if you wanted to. And that is going to let these go on and on and on, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, I mean, I've got so much wool left. You wouldn't have thought that I'd really made. I think the only one that I used a fair amount of was the white.
Yeah, because that's used a lot, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Well, I've got 2 brooch backs that are just the white.
Yeah. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just wonderful.
Yeah, it goes so far, it really does.
If you do want to grab it, £16.95 for you. I'm going to recap the other one for you real quick. Here it is. So, again, 8 colours, this time with your rose gold. Pop these to the side again. Oh, sorry. So, bringing to you in these ones, this one's nearly sold out, but you're getting the shades of green in here, your standard black, white, your sky blue, you've got your taupe, you've got your chocolate, and you've got that wonderful sort of light mauve, if you will. These are the kind of colours, again, that were used to create these sort of designs, the more scenic designs, including, sort of the sunset almost within these designs. And the thing is, I get that when you look at this colour, you might think, right, a clown's cold, he wants his hair back, that's too bright, I'll never work with that. But it's this colour that will create these kind of scenes, because it's very much like paint working with felt. You blend and mix your colours to make designs, and that will be discussed on the brand new DVD, which I will recap shortly. £16.95 on that one, and that comes with the rose gold, by the way, including the rose gold bezels as well. Let's bring you a recap on this DVD. So again, Mel, tell us, who can enjoy this DVD?
Anybody who, whether you felt it or not, whether you've made jewellery before or not, I try and go through the basics and then just, go through how to create the bases and then adding the detailing on. So anybody can have a go.
And it's not just these designs that are discussed, it's all of the ones, for all intents and purposes, next to the wonderful Mel. So it starts off with really quite simple and almost teaches you slightly more intense techniques. And remember, speaking of intense techniques, I launched that workshop for you as well, which I will let you know more about in a minute. So it's around about an hour's worth in length. We've brought you the felt, we've brought you the tools that you need, and genuinely, you know, with those kits at that prices, we're not surprised that the first one is almost sold out. This one I had slightly better stock of, but still nonetheless, I must have about 50% of it gone. So I am going to wish every single one of you luck on that one right now. So yeah, well done. Moving on to now. Hang on, he's thinking. Workshop! Yeah, let's do it. So this workshop is taking place on the 22nd of March, and what I'm wearing is an idea of what we're going to be doing. Tell us a little bit about what we're expecting, please, Mel.
The idea was that anybody could come, whether they've made jewellery or not, whether they're a wire worker or not, because the wire work is very basic. But the idea is to create a shape with the wire and then to felt into it and embellish it with as much detail or whatever design you fancy.
And you do not have to be able to felt, you don't have to bring all of your own gubbins and tools and everything else like that. You have got everything you need there. And the wonderful thing about that, thank you, the wonderful thing about that is that if it's something that you just want to try out, then this is a great way to get involved. Let me remind you, our beginners class is usually $69.95, and that is a beginner to jewellery making. Beginners could get involved with this and you will be taught how to do more basic designs. Those of you who've been felting before will learn slightly more elaborate designs such as the one I'm wearing. And the fact of the matter is, it will kind of be, the knowledge will be given in a way that you can take it in your own direction. And that is a fantastic treat to be able to have, especially as it's going out on Mother's Day. And it is the 22nd of March, which is Mother's Day. So what a gorgeous gift to be able to get for yourself and maybe your mum. I will let you know, should be $99.95 today, because we'll launch it on air. And cause Mel's launching a DVD, launching a workshop, we thought, give you a Valentine's Day treat. Only now, $49.95. And you saw, I showed you before, it's $99.95 usually on the web. But we just thought we'll launch it tonight, we'll give you an on-air deal so that you can give it a go. Because felting's a brilliant medium that loads of people can get involved with. So why not treat yourself? $49.95. I will let you know, it is a 15-space workshop. But did you say we had 5 left? Have I made that up? 4 left exactly. So 2 people for you and your mum, if you wanted. You could just go by yourself as well, can't you? It's Valentine's Day. Treat yourself. You'll meet loads of people who are like-minded like you. And if you do want any help and advice on how to get here, you can get in touch with us. But also, I will let you know that next week you'll get an email about your order, and you'll get all of Sarah's info, and she will give you a call probably and let you know all about it. So don't worry, we'll fill you in with all the info. Let's do a demo, please, says Wayne. So, earlier on, we learned how to create this lovely heart, didn't we?
Yes.
So, what are we up to next, Matt?
Right, well, I thought it would be quite cool to turn it into a bag charm, or you could put it onto a chain and obviously wear it as a necklace.
Great.
But using the findings packs that we get, I've got some chain, I've got a large bolt ring, isn't it? Yep, and just a jump ring. So I thought I would show you how to attach this.
Perfect.
To turn it into like a key ring, some whatever you fancy sort of doing with it.
That's a lovely idea. Do you mind handing that red heart over to me, just to remind people? Because if you have just tuned in, you've not seen this demo. We showed you how to create the actual heart form as this, you know, depending on what colour you wanted, with that lovely sort of quirky swirl. And now we'll show you how to make these into the pieces we've just discussed.
Right. So, firstly, you would need to take a piece of chain and just snip it off to whatever length you require. That's not coming off. Let's snip it there. That's it. And then just attach your clasp onto the end. These jump rings are closed so well. I'm struggling to see where it is. So if you take your two chain nose pliers, open up the jump ring, so open it from side to side. Don't pull it apart because you'll never get it back together again. Pop the chain on one end and then pop the clasp onto the other, and then again using the same action, close the jump ring up and just make sure that there's no sharp edges. And that is then your chain. The method I would use would be to take some beading thread. What you want to do is create quite a chunky knot at the end. So the way I make the knots is to take the thread, wrap it round the needle.
I love this technique.
Gently place your fingers over the thread and pull the thread through, and when it gets to the end it creates a knot.
Isn't that cool? Isn't that so cool?
So once you've got a bit of a chunky knot there.
And is that so it doesn't go through the fibres of the
Yeah.
felt?
I would snip the end off, and then what we want to do is sort of lose it within the centre. So
Okay.
I would tend to pop it through and then try and sort of wiggle it a little bit until it comes up halfway through the top of the heart. You're going to have to give it a little bit of a tug. You might need to use a larger needle or a pair of scissors or something just to create a slightly bigger hole there, so that you can then pull it through and get it to hide. And then what I would be inclined to do, hang on, it's not quite gone through far enough. So yeah, just dig a little hole in there, pull it in, and then carefully I would probably put a dab of glue. I won't do it now, but I would put a little bit of glue. And once you've pulled it out of the way of the hole, then you can just gently stab over and close the hole back up. And then your thread is tucked in nicely. I've now managed to, this will be interesting to see if I can actually see to thread my needle again.
I have full faith in you, Mel.
I'm glad you do.
First time. Look
Yes.
at that. See? Just need a bit of faith, a bit of belief.
I would then put it straight through the last link in the chain. You don't want to use a jump ring because the jump ring obviously could open and then it would pull out. I would then just go back down through and just pull the needle out. Right, not quite sure what happened there.
No, I'm not either, actually. It was like a magic trick, that.
That was, wasn't it?
You're part of the magic circle, perchance.
Right, let's go back. I'm going to just pop my needle back up. Just going to struggle to get that up to the point again. Yeah, right, let's try that again. So let me just...
And don't forget, if you want this colour, this peachy blush colour is from the first kit.
Right, so let's loop that chain on. Hold the chain out of the way and let's see if this will work this time. There we are.
Got ya?
So once you've pulled the needle down, you can then, especially being clear, you can literally sew.
Oh, that's clever.
Just
it hides it.
Yeah, just to attach it. I would do it a couple of times, and then just poke your needle through, and then with your scissors, just snip it off.
Wow.
And then you can't see where.
No, let me hold that for you, because you're up dead close here. Genuinely, this is the same side. What do you think? Could you see it? You can't, can you? Right, have you only learned how to do camera 1 and 2, Wayne? No, not 2. Right, okay. I just want to show you, they are. They are. Can't see any of that clear cord at all, can you? It was this side that we brought it in. But genuinely can't, can you?
No.
Thank you so much for teaching us how to make that. Showed you how to make that wonderful heart earlier on. And remember that we did the DVD for you earlier on to teach you more. And let me just let you know too, we did talk about cleaning up before. So this is the only last bit you need to do. And we'll bring this for you now. Because one of the reasons that these are so beautiful is because their colours are pure as they're meant to be.
Yes.
And it's the same for the likes of designs like this chaparoo over here, you know. Especially if you're going to be working with a bold flat colour, you want that colour to remain untarnished and hampered. So think of it a bit like painting. If you're going to be painting a nice blue, bright blue sky, but you've already been painting trees and the grass and the bark, and you cut with, you put it in with the, you know, sort of murky water, your sky's not going to look beautiful and open, is it? It's the same with this, but this bit of kit can help you, and we're going to see how now.
So the actual board looks...
And we did this board earlier on.
Yeah, this looks as though it's fairly clean and okay.
Yeah, it does actually, look. Can you see that? Wait, don't start yet. There you are, there you are. I'm with you.
Yeah, but then if you run this side through, you will start...
You can see it from the top, all of those different... And you can really see the pink colour as well.
To pull out the pink, which... You may not think that that will make much odds, but when you put, if you've got a darker colour, or if you put black on, then this will bleed into the black.
Got you, yeah, and you can really see it
so
stand
it is
out.
something, and it's very simple, but it is really important to keep your board nice and clean.
That is just a really cool bit of kit, and as we said before, this side helps you hold it down for all your little intricate bits, so you don't have to get your fingers in the way of them needles. Mel, thank you so much. Fab, isn't she? Isn't she? And you get to meet her if you're coming on the 22nd.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Look forward to seeing everybody.
Yeah. Okie pokie Lee, I've got more to do. Let's go fast paced now, says Wayne. Let's do this. Imagine Ethiopian opal. Now imagine the body colour. What colour are you thinking? White? Or yellowy white? Or orangey brown? Or blue?
You imagine sewing a few of those on that.
Oh, I love the idea. Oh, maybe doing like a little letter for someone's name with them, stitching them on. Oh. £39, no, £39.95. Or is it? No, it's not. It's going to be lower in price. £28.95. You've only got one left now. In fact, this one of you is going to get this one. I'm going to send it a little just for you. There you go. There you are. That's going to go out to you. And look, you can see colours in this too. I know it's hard to see, especially in these lights, but could you see you're getting the flashes that you would hope for in the opal? Stunning, that, isn't it? Just maverick. Just beautiful. It's gorgeous, that, isn't it? A very unique colour. It has sold out. Well done. Let's move on to Kunzite in the nuggets now. Ooh, this has got texture, this has got personality. And if you like this sort of boho chic style, it's kind of a bit more laid back, this could be the one for you. £37 for all intents and purposes. It should be. Oh, do you want it under a tenner? No, I'm lying, under 20. Sorry, under 20. Slip of the tongue. £14.95. Look at how intense these are. Oh, aren't they captivating? Can you see that glow internally? What does it make you think of? Because for me, it's taking me to other realms. It's almost sort of mythical creatures. It's just so divine. It's what? Mythical sloths. Yeah, good point. Yeah, it could be. Yeah. Over allocated. Good luck. I'm moving on. He's thinking about it. Let's go to a parcel. I've not seen this before. Price point me. This is one of the most luxury families of gemstones. I won't open it up yet. I'll let you see them all together first. That intensity of colour is divine. And yeah, it's... Oh, have you seen? This is tourmaline from the Congo. Now, this is a location which, for many collectors, is seen as the sort of almost deity-like status of locations for tourmaline, because the intensity of richness and saturation that this brings from the ground is absolutely, unequivocally searched for. What do you think of it?
Oh, I've not seen it before, and it's... Oh, excuse me.
No, don't worry.
Oh.
Just look at the intensity. That is your closeout price today. Should be £102 for you tonight, though. £69.95. Look at that. Oh, darn. Look at that richness. It is wow.
The
that is incredible.
rings would be incredible.
And they're so in fashion right now. If you have a look at rings that are in fashion at the moment, these sort of unique shapes of gemstones are in more than anything else. Do apologise. More than anything else, you know, having the having the unique shapes. Oh, it's something that the big designers are working with. That kind of raw out feeling. That is such a selection. In mine, I have got for you 2, 4, 6, 8. That's incredible. Good luck, everyone. Wow. Okay, moving on. Got more to do. Let's do a Savarite garnet, shall we? One of the most head-turning garnets out there. Savarite garnet is a news, like a headline hitter. When the main and at the time really only mining region for it closed down a few years ago because of the person who originally discovered it. I will say, if you want to do research on it, it's Campbell R. Bridges discovered it, but I will say it's a harrowing story, so, you know, do read if you wish. But it was headline news then, and it's headline news now because Beyonce has recently gifted a piece of Savarite garnet that she was purchased by her husband Jay-Z. She has lent it to the V&As and it has been valued at 6.1 million, and it is a ring, and it is made up of lots of tiny, same size looks, Savarite garnets like this. £17.95 for you today. That is an absolute... We couldn't buy it for that, I'm being told. Well, we can't buy it at the minute anyway. It's nearly impossible, isn't it? What? It is. Is it the way I said it? Innit? Innit? Well, it is though, innit? You've got something really special here. If you do want to seize the moment, then genuinely, in particularly, not just because it's headline news, but in particularly when you're seeing the veracity of colour in this, would you say it's a weak saturation? Or would you say that this is absolutely, you know, shining with colour? Yeah? Can you almost feel the personality from this? Because it feels energetic, doesn't it? It feels fun, it feels full of life. Do you agree, Matt?
I'm sure I've bought this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm sure I've got that at home. It's just the intensity of the green. It's just gorgeous.
And it's head turning. Everyone who's got it in the basket now, if you check out, you've got it. Anyone adding it, it has sold out. Good luck. Let's move to, don't forget, not long until I bring you that turquoise, and I'm mentioning that because it would go great guns with this strand here. Neon Appetites. Look at those together. Not long until that turquoise at all. What do you like about this strand, Mel?
Again, it's the shape. I think it really lends itself nicely to either the simplicity of just one on a torque necklace.
Nice.
Or some beautiful wire work around it.
And how would you do that?
I would probably get one of Claire McDonald's DVDs and have a look at how she's, because I can do wire work, but it's not as advanced as I'd like it. So looking at the way that she sets these stones and creates around them. So yeah, I think that's what I would do.
And if you'd like one of our DVDs, just remember, we launched on this evening. Yeah, it's by Mel. No, I kid you not. And it is still available. Launched tonight. Well done, everyone, on that one. Moving on to... These are going to go great with the strand I did earlier on. Wow. We refer to light interaction quite a lot, but more often than not, when we're talking about certain stones, we're talking about luster. Luster is a little bit like, for anyone who is new, you know when you wash your hair just with bog standard shampoo, and that's it, and you're done, and your hair might be a bit like mine, and it goes a bit sort of straw-like, and it looks all right, it's nice and clean, but that's about it. And then imagine treating yourself to not only a bit of conditioner, but like a hot oil like mask to your hair, yeah? And then how your hair's going to be dead shiny, yeah? That's what we refer to as luster. So it's outside light on the surface of a stone. What I'm about to show you is not light on the outside, it's something referred to as brilliance or internal luster. We will nearly always see external luster on a stone, but to see this on a stone goes to show you're getting a premium.
Oh, they just pop.
Don't they just? Can you see that glow inside? Yeah? Can you see how it interacts with the light on my hand now? So when you're wearing this, it almost gives you that sort of dewy-like glow on the skin. What do you think? $49.95 for your Anahi Ametrine. What a goodie for you today. What a stunner of a strand all the way from Brazil for you today. That glowing transition. And let me remind you, each one of these will have had to have been independently assessed as an ametrine, which means you will get moments of purples and sunshine golds in each one of them. It's sold out, but well done all. Let me bring to you now the treat of a stone that is this beauty. Coming up for you tomorrow on the Mid Show, I've got a brand new tool, and it is all to do with cutting, and it is all to do with taking your jewellery to the next level, and that's kind of what this stone is about. This stone is about the way in which it's cut, especially for a stone that's as luxurious as this, you know, because of its rarity, because of its scarcity, because of its luxury. We'd be often more than happy just to say, just give us chips and nuggets, because we all just want it in our stash. But what we've done here is we've gone the extra mile, in fact, extra 2 miles, to give you the boldness and beauty, not only of that unique cut, but also of that individual stylisation to add more to your jewellery. It's coming up right here, right now. $110 carats worth of your turquoise. Your intense beauty of turquoise. Now, let me just remind you of a couple of things. Obviously, this is stabilised. Over 90% of turquoise out there on the market will be stabilised, and the reason for that is because turquoise is a porous stone, and that means that not only can it take on liquids just in the air around it, but also it means that its colour is lost very quickly. So if this isn't stabilised, and say you leave it, you know, out on your top of your jewellery box for a couple of weeks in the sun, then it will lose its colour, it will diminish dramatically. So we've stabilised this, so that colour, as it looks beautifully now, that almost robin egg, you know, turquoise hue, that will look that colour today, tomorrow, next year, 10 years, yeah? So that's one thing to note about this. Another thing to note about this, which is so incredibly important, and it relates to the cut I was mentioning before, is the size of these. To offer you at home the elite sizing of what must be close to 15-20 carats per stone, we are giving you the kind of carat weight that will be auctioned off at Christie's, that will be auctioned off at, you know, all of these jewellers' houses you can think of. These are head-turning pieces, and yes, those spaces in between are turquoise too. I am offering to you tonight a £200 strand, and that's at JewelleryMaker price, mind, a £200 strand for £109.95. That is something which all of you collectors out there will know is really not to be ignored. This is a one-time opportunity. This is a one-time purchase. This is a one-time lot. And this really is, for me, one of those strands that you will buy now, you will work with next week, and you will keep on making, because these are so significant. You know what, I'm trying to think for me, and I'll be honest, I think I know what I would do. I think if I were making for my friends, family, etc., because I know full well my dad would wear these just as equally as my mum would wear these. I also know my grandma would wear these. I also know my best friend Tom would wear these. This really is a strand for something. So I'm thinking I might do one piece of jewellery, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of jewellery, and then I take out these little ones in between, and you know me, I love wearing rings. I'd make one into a little half eternity for myself, and then you're kind of connected to all the other people you've gifted to. But that is a lot of pieces of jewellery, isn't it? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 pieces of jewellery. If you did it that way, you'd be able to get on this strand. I think that is something so significant, Mel. What do you think?
Oh, I don't know what I would do with it apart from sit and look at it for ages.
And appreciate the beauty.
Yeah, it is just stunning.
It's astonishing, that, isn't it? Look how nicely it'll go with felt as well. Yeah. What do you think? Oh, how perfect does that go with the butterfly colours?
Yeah.
Oh, I love. Well done, everyone who got that turquoise. That is, you know, a big stack of money back in your pocket for something so individual. I'm going to bring to you now your lapis lazuli, if I may. Lapis lazuli is something which has been used by designers for many, many years, but if you have a little nosaroo around now, there are some big hitter designers working with it, including the likes of La Boucheron, who are selling pieces at £1,000, £2,000. And that's understandable because it is one of those historic stones that I think a lot of people know. Even if they don't know lapis lazuli as a stone, they'll know the term lapis blue. And this is a natural lapis blue at 1624 only. 1624 only. What a luxury strand for a natural quality. Because we're dying more and more of lapis because basically because it's been mined for centuries in Afghanistan, which is like this really remote, it's something like 3,000 metres above sea level, it's about that anyway, but yeah, it's quite a remote area, and because we've been mining it for centuries, it's quite limited now in the darker, richer colours, because those are the ones that people want. So what we're doing is we're getting stones that have a lot of calcite in them, which gives you sort of white patination, and what we're doing is we're just dyeing them. So that happens kind of, you know, all over the industry. To be able to actually own the natural variety has a real significance to it. And a lot of you at home do really like your natural stones. And I have to say, I'm not afraid of a treated gemstone, but if I could have great quality of a natural gemstone, I would generally opt for that over anything else. And that's what I'm getting here. This is lovely quality, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah.
Well done all, 1624. let me bring, oh, where did I get that from? Ah. Oh, thank you, Beth. Let's go for bronze. I've got pearls.
Ooh.
I'm putting them up to my neckline. Antique bronze, vintage looking pearls. Ho, 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 ho. What a treat. Have you bought yourself anything for Valentine's Day? And if not, go ahead, you've still got a chance. That is a necklace length right there. By the time you've added a bit of clasp on the back, that is a necklace length, and what a colour, especially if you love your antiques bronze. This is going to go great with some of your wire work pieces. I've not got thousands and thousands of these left. And again, I will just state to you, imagine that being the neckline and you having something like that as the pendant.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that just be lovely? Or even, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah? Around it.
Yes.
Oh, I love that idea. Do you know what? I'd put that in a box frame. I would.
Yeah.
I love that. If you do love our little owl, we launched him with loads of other mates that we did on the DVD earlier on. Did some kits to go with them too. Have a little nosy back if you wish on JewelleryMaker.com. £8.95 for these bronze freshwater pearls. And let me remind you, spend £20 today and get a free gift. Yes, that's even if you've only just tuned in. Still got time. Still. We're on for another 17 minutes, I want to say. You've still got time. Let me remind you, I've got that cat's eye quartz on its way. Cat's eye. Super saver. It'll save you loads of pounds. It's on its way. Hey, has anyone heard the new James Bond song? What are you saying?
I liked it.
Good, wow, they'll put that on the poster. What about you, Mel?
Yeah, I liked it too.
Wow, blimey, both of you. Goodness, rave review.
Much I like her anyway. I like her music.
Oh, I think she's brilliant, isn't she? Let me bring to you now some tubes of your quartz. This is such a unique shape. And I think it'd be great for maybe your Morse code jewellery. Would, wouldn't it? £4.95 today, or is it? £3.95 for you this evening on Valentine's Day. How's your evening going? Are you popping bottles like it's, I don't know, a Snoop Dogg video? Maybe you're treating yourself to just one too many chockies because it's Val Day. Maybe you at this moment in time are just getting ready to have another little bite of that cheese board. That brie's been eyeing you up for an hour and you don't want to let it down. Maybe you're planning on just having a little nightcap, just a quick brandy to finish off your evening. Or maybe you're on the Horlicks. I hope you're having a gorgeous Valentine's Day, no matter what you've been up to. Let me remind you, with love from Jewellery Maker, that £20 gift, once you spend £20, that free gift can still be yours. And as we said before, these are some of the types of treats you could get your hands on as strands. These are samples. Some people will get these, so they are available. But only whilst we're on air, so do check out the for tomorrow. Okay, I'm moving to amethyst. Where be you? Oh, you're right in the corner. Oh, that is a lovely amethyst cabochon. Sorry for turning me back on you. Look at that. Amethyst cabochon with this sort of dart of well, it's calcite, but almost like a dog tooth or chevron quality to it. We are bringing to you final 16 for £4.95, plot spoiler alert, if you do fancy. Do feel free to grab this one whilst you have the opportunity. And again, you know, even if you got this just with the kit and you're brand spanking new and you're thinking, right, I bought the kit for the micro felt in DVD and, you know, I wouldn't know how to do that, but we'll just buy it. You remember, in this collection, you get the pins in the kit. So you get the pins with the kit. Just glue that onto one of those brooch pins. Brooch pins, hat pins, they're massive for 2020. They're just getting more and more popular throughout the years of late, so well worth treating yourself to. It's $4.95 today. That's another sample. It's nice, isn't it? Lovely, isn't it? Let's stick with another one of my birthstones. Oh, don't know what it is, because it's my birthday's at the end of February, and for some reason, the closer and closer it gets to my birthday, it's just like the more and more I need amethyst. It just speaks to you at this time of year, I think. And because you've mentioned before, like the tulip colours and things like that, and I can feel spring nipping at my heels. Look at that. We have got for you 8 mils of your faceted round.
It's such a usable size, isn't it?
It has been voted by lovely viewers at home as their favourite size. Would you agree with that for you personally?
Yes.
One of your favourite size?
I think so.
For a
As I
round,
say,
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, as I say, they're ideal because for your stretches, they're not too big, not too small. And yeah, as I say, they're just so versatile.
And versatility is great within JewelleryMaker, whether you're doing stretchy bracelets or stranded necklace designs, you know, it's fabulous to be able to get your hands on. $8.95 for 162 carats. I've got 3 left. Now, 3 left only. Got to move on. Let's go and get for you now some more druzy, and this time we've gone real mermaidial. Do you know what? Let's have a look. Oh, let's make this a bit more magical even. I love that as an idea.
Yeah.
It's almost sort of giving it a cameo style design, that actually, isn't it? We're going under £3. I didn't think we were allowed to go that low in price. Oh, we're not. We're not. £2.95 for you today. That is 70 carats worth of your beautiful druzy. And what I love about this colour is it's bringing 2 of Mother Nature's colours together, which is why, you know, for things like our lovely brooches that, you know, you learnt to make in the DVD and we spoke about on air earlier on, those are kind of colours that you're seeing within them, aren't they?
Yeah.
That melding, that merging. That's about to sell out. I'm moving on to... Ooh! Ooh! Iolite now, and I'm bringing it to you in a really wonderful, almost vintage sapphire colour, and it goes even better because it's a double trouble. Now, the best thing about bringing to you double trouble in stones like this is the fact that you're getting more gemstones. Now, I know that sounds silly, but let me put it to you this way. If you only bought 1 strand of this, you'd be able to make a really decadent necklace. But by buying 2, you can make a full suite of jewellery, and yet today, it's only $12.95. A double trouble is always a better deal than just purchasing 1 2 times over. And also it means that you get more and more gemstones to play with and explore. So if you love this stone, you think, oh, Bex, I'd really like a necklace with that. Well, now you can make it, and you can make a bracelet and a ring and a pair of earrings and maybe even something like a hairband tiara design because you're getting the 2 strands. And yet they're only working out around about, what, £6.50 each? What a great deal for you. Double trouble today on that wonderful iolite. And remember, this is a natural iolite. It's not man-made. It's the genuine, beautiful, historical iolite. So if you do fancy seize in the moment, then absolutely do so. All the info's at the bottom of your screen. Let's dive to sterling silver. You spoil us, Wayne. Let me bring to you, just look at this. How much?
Pretty.
How beautiful is that, just as a design? Now this is actually a chain. It's like to get to know each other by itself in the box. There we go. That is just 1 piece, but actually, oh no, do apologise. You're going to be getting 1 flower, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers approximately on this design. That is £12.89, and that could very, very, very easily be 3 bracelets and 2 rings. Hang on, is you getting 5? Yeah, you are. That could easily be 3 bracelets, and I mean full bracelets by the time you've added a clasp on, and then 2 for a pair of earrings, or 2 rings by itself if you wanted to. This is something really, really interesting to work with, isn't it? Just look at that. Oh, well done, everyone. Let's move on again, and I've got a black spinel for you now in... Well, I would not call these rondelles at all. These are rounds. Yeah, babe. Look at them. Oh. What do you like about this strand, Mel?
They're so dainty and they just pack a punch, don't they? Yeah.
Would you go whole hog with these?
Oh, I think I would channel set with them.
Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. What a glamorous idea. Yeah, channel set with these.
Yeah, you wouldn't need that many either. In a bangle, just a few accent bits of channel setting.
That's a beautiful idea.
Would work lovely.
£9.95, good work. Okay, what I'm about to bring you actually would go great with this strand. We do not bring to you cat's eye that often, even though it is one of the most recognisable chatoyancy-filled stones out there. I'm about to bring it to you now as a super saver. Not only has this got a massive amount of chatoyancy, but it's a massive strand as well. Feast your features on these beautiful stones. It is your cat's eye quartz, so named because it's said to look like the flash of a cat's eye at night. That is a real strand and a half, and when we launched it at $39.95. Unusual rule is launch price is the best price. About 80% of our stock, the launch price is the best price. But sometimes we break those rules when we have either when we've got masses of quantity left or we've hardly got any quantity left. Today we are breaking the rules on this. $39.95. I like it, but we're about to make it even more exceptional. Watch this. Your eyes aren't deceiving you. That says £9. That says £9. Yeah, seize the moment whilst you can, because that is £30.95 right back in your pocket. Yeah, back in your pocket, June, back in your pocket, Sue. Yeah, back in your pocket, collector. Oh, it literally just logs me out as a press refresh. What am I like? Do feel free to grab these ones whilst you have the opportunity. These have obviously caught your attention. What do you think of them, Mel?
Oh, they're just so different. And the colours, I mean, so many homes I go into and so many of them are decorated in these sorts of tones.
Sorry, I'm giggling because that makes you sound like, oh, you're just sort of like having a nose around people's homes. I love it. I love that.
No, it's when I'm looking after animals.
Yes, because you go in and you'll be walking people's dogs or whatever,
or feeding their cats. And
yes,
things,
exactly, yeah. She ain't just...
No.
Hiya, you're right. Hiya, you're selling something. No, just came for a nose round. Thank you.
Yeah, no.
So these are the colours you see quite often.
Yeah. But they're really weighty.
You're so right. Yeah. So they feel very luxurious, don't they?
Yeah.
Because of that weight they have to them. They are £9 only. Oh my gosh. Do you know what I love? That I'll put I don't know if we're playing this strand, but can I put it next to them? Even if we don't, because I think these go so well together. It's 19. Oh my gosh, I love these together.
That's fun.
Spinel. Wow! Well done everyone on that cat's eye. Look at the quality of those. That is a real special of a strand. Incredibly cool to the touch, and what a magical appearance these have got. Top jeweled rice, oh my days. Honestly, I would have expected the $24.95 on a good day. To me, you've just given me more than a third back in my pocket. That is such a strand. Let me just hold it up to my neckline actually, because I love the idea of this just spaced out with lovely spaces in between. Oh yeah, that's something special, isn't it? That is something special indeed. I've got so many tools coming up on the tools of the trade this weekend. I can imagine that with quite a few mediums actually. Wow. I'm moving on. I really like this strand. Okay, so I'm going to give me wrist a bit of a wiggle. And whilst I am, do you mind telling me what shape you're seeing at first? Well, the graphics are in now, so it's sort of, it's not as fun. You absolutely ruined it. Well, they're hearts. Wayne's going, I haven't got time for this. Sorry. $8.95 for you today on these wonderful hearts. Plot spoiler alert. Ooh, fancy. What a perfect treat for Valentine's Day. And what I really like about these is they are heart shaped, but they could be passed off as a lot more, couldn't they? Almost like arrowheads if you watch Game of Thrones or you're into The Witcher, for example. I started watching Avenue 5. I don't know if you've seen that, but that's like this space comedy. It's really, really good with Hugh Laurie in it. But yeah, anyway, these are almost like the shapes of the logo in that, so that could be quite cool. Well done, £8.95. And remember, you can use these to incorporate into some of the designs you'll have learned on that launch DVD. You could imagine these maybe as little berries in designs, couldn't you? Yeah? Oh. £8.95 for you today. Mel, thank you so much for not only launching that workshop, which I think had 2 or 4 left at last look, positions only. They were $99.95 on air deal, $49.95. But also for launching this brand new DVD with us. How's that DVD and workshop launch been?
Yeah, it's been brilliant, thank you.
Oh, more than welcome, and I'm so excited to see your Wall of Fame makes. When are you next on with us, Mel?
Monday, actually.
Oh, gosh.
Monday, doing late.
Perfect. Well, we will see you there, my lovely lady. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, there are so many things coming up this week, and I can't even begin to tell you. One thing I will let you know is we are launching this for you on the mid-show. This is just one of the things we're launching, but you've got launches throughout the day. So get a good night's sleep, enjoy the rest of your Valentine's Day, and we'll see you bright and early from 8 tomorrow morning. Mwah.
Now, this coming Saturday, the 15th of February, please do join me on the morning show because we have got the fantastic Fleur Hastings. Now, Fleur has been given an exceptional saw bundle deal. Now, if you've never worked with a saw, this is the German saw. We've got all the replacement blades. So if you've run out of blades and you've got the saw, fantastic. Or if you need to start cutting into your copper sheets and so forth, we've got all that for you. Now, previously we had a fantastic workers craft bench, a jewellery making wooden beautiful workbench that sold out like that. Now, for those of you that possibly couldn't afford that workbench or need something a little bit smaller for the space that you've got, we have a brand new starters, crafters, jewellers, card making, whatever you want to call it, workbench for you this coming Saturday. Now we've got 50, so you're going to need to be quick if you fancy it. It is a beautiful piece of furniture. Also, we have got some multicoloured, rainbow, gorgeous looking hematite as our deal of the day. So you need to tune in at 11 a.m. this Saturday for that as well. Now, I don't know what you've done to deserve this, but you've also got me Sunday morning as well, and I will be joined by the fantastically talented Alison Tarry. Now, I hear you ask, what does Alison Tarry have for you? Well, we have the incredible Knotty Do-It-All tool and the travel size Knotty Do-It-All tool as well, and it is superb. It's the Sandra Younger tool. I was lucky enough to meet Sandra Younger, and this tool is phenomenal for your pearl knotting and lots more. We also have one of Alison's favourite tools, the Whammer. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? So you need to tune in to look at that. And we have something brand new for you. We have got this incredible Beadalon tooling station. Now you think how many sets of pliers you've got. You've seen when our guest designers come in with their gang of pliers and tools. This is a tidy workstation for all of your tools for jewellery making. It is brilliant. It's going to make it quicker for you to make jewellery as well. Now our deal of the day is another of Alison and I's favourite. It is the endless loom that we have. If you love making stretchy bracelets and you want to take it to the next stage, this is the tool for you. Alison and I will rave about it. It is brilliant. That's our deal of the day at 11 a.m. So it's going to be an exceptional weekend. Please do join